What's up, guys? This is a spontaneous live because I'm going to be doing an unboxing of Sunflower Art Collection. Hang on. Turn this down. Let's see all you guys' comments. Hey, hey, hey. This is totally off my norm schedule here, but we got the Sunflower Collection and Around the World Newbies, and we are going to look at it all. I'm all hopped up on sugar. I needed it this morning. And I would like to say there are no boys in my house for a few days. Woohoo! Alright, let's get into this. Do this. Hang on, I got everything over here. I got so much stuff here. I literally ordered everything from the Sunflower Collection because that's how much I love you guys. Plus, you know, I'm like a dealer. I got to take my cut too. I can't wait for you to see everything else. I got some new stuff too. And I just went into my Etsy shop, and it will not say pre-order anymore because I already have it. So we're good there. I am out of fabric, but I do have more on the way. I also have the definitive 2022-2023 discontinued items list. I have it all printed, all these pages printed out. All of this is discontinued Stamperia stuff. I knew I had it here somewhere. I will go over what's being discontinued because some of these I have still in my Etsy shop. And I actually pulled some to make sure I had some in my own little stash over here. So, can y'all hear me okay? Because sometimes my headphones will connect to my tablet instead of my phone, and then I don't realize it because they're being weird. Okay, good. I'm also trying to drown out this noise back here. And I'll go over some of the hubby love handle announcements because while my hubby is gone, I have taken over manufacturing here. So let's all hope and pray that nothing goes wrong and everything goes smoothly. Look at all this. This is my stash right here. Okay, because I have lots of huge plans for this. All right, so let's sit down and let's get to this. All right, we ready? I've actually been waiting for this ever since the Vintage Library came out. So I'm excited about it. All right, let me separate this all out here. Because if you guys aren't familiar with the Around the World collection, last year I made a book. It's a round book. I shared it just recently. And I didn't realize at the time, Pink Christmas, hold on. Pink Christmas is not going away. It's just temporarily away because it's not Christmas time. I should mention that my Christmas order has already been placed with Stamperia. My Christmas stock. There are not one, not two, not three, but 4 new papers coming out for Christmas. And that will be in July. So, it'll be like Christmas in July. Wouldn't that be awesome? And I believe that Pink Christmas is still on that list. I'd have to double check. That one I don't think went away. Sweet Winter is the one that has been discontinued. The one from last year, Classic Christmas, the one that had the Santa Claus and everything in it, that one is also coming back. Cozy Winter, which was like one of the romantic collections. It was light blue and white. That one's gone. That one was gone last year, but trust me, you're not missing much. And let's see. There's one called All Around Christmas that's coming out. There's one that's kind of like Cozy Winter. And hold on, I'm hung up here on my tablet. You guys good? Give me a thumbs up if I'm still live and still good. I can't see up here. But Pink Christmas, I actually have ordered a lot of the Pink Christmas, but they put it on hold because they were getting ready for Christmas release. Can y'all hear me? Because my thing, hang on. Let me get out of here real quick because this is hung up and I like to see you guys' comments. All right, everybody good? I'm good? Fantastic? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it's just Apple. This is Samsung. Apple. Suck. Awesome. Suck. Awesome. I needed this, though, in order to do digital art. So, that's the only reason I use that. And for this. Sorry if I offend any kind of Apple users. So Christmas in July. I will have Christmas, and I ordered everything. So, it is pre-orders for the Christmas stuff. They will have some more at Christmas time. But, whatever they have, they have. Malaysia. I'm doing very well. How are you? Alright, let me get some kind of organization going on here. Because, if I don't, it's going to be chaos. Alright, so, let me get all the... Okay, here's the Around the World. Let me just move this on over here. I had to throw everything on my desk. Or we could do the Around the World first because it's all right here. So, Around the World, if you guys are new to Stamperia, last year I did a round shaped book. It's already sold, so I can't show you. I'm sorry. Hello. And it's already been sold, but I did an Around the World journal with this paper, not this size. It was one under here somewhere. And here it is. This was all they had for that collection. It's a very vintage travel, which is like my second favorite thing to do. My first favorite is always going to be steampunk. But this is the only thing that was in that collection. No other papers, no ephemera, nothing. It was just this. And this is a very nice vintagey looking travel paper. Well, Stamperia sent me some snippets of my Around the World journal and some inserts I had done in there. And they were asking me for extra pictures and videos of that. And I'm like, well, I sold that like a year ago, but I'll do my best. I can recreate them. So, I did. And then this collection came out. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I see what you all did there. But one of the things was the gear insert. I actually recreated this because the first one that I had, the teeth were really, really itty bitty. So I went on my computer. It's kind of hard to do when it's not anchored down. I went on my computer and I redid this, and I just sent it to them here recently. But as you can see, it's hard to do this way. But when it's anchored down onto the paper, we catch the teeth on here. I forget why I unanchored it. I was redoing the drawing for it. There we go. So it works like that. So I have to make a how-to video on how to put this together. And then I'll be adding this new digital to my Etsy shop, which is transparent, so you can print it off on anything you want. Okay? So, and just like the washer and dryer, the one that I just did like this for the Welcome Home book, that one's also in there. That's how I do a lot of my inserts now. I make a template for it on my computer because I don't want to have to go back and do it, and I'd rather do it while it's fresh in my head. So they came out with the Around the World extras, and now it comes in an 8x8, and we have the, let's see, we have the decorative chips, which are really thin, but these are actually really good if you do journal spreads. You can embellish books with them. You can paint them. They absorb paint like super, super, super easy. Hey, is that Josie Grossi? And you can paint them. So they have the decorative chips now for that. And this one's not really like a steampunk. It's just like a vintage travel. And that is it. And then this is the other one. It's like railroad crossing. I actually have charms and stuff that match this. Stay up there, stay up there. And then they came out with, finally, ephemera pieces, which are, these are the sticker ones. These are ones that are very popular by people who do journal spreads, but I like to use these on inserts. I like to use them to decorate my book pages, all kinds of stuff. And then of course they have the chipboard die cuts. They are not adhesive on the back. You have to glue them. They came out with rice papers. Alright, look, I know you want attention, you weirdo pen. So just stay over here out of my way for a second. So they have the rice papers now for these. This is for decoupage. Yeah, this is for decoupaging. And then they have the big pieces. Like I said, I mix these all up. I'm such a goober. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. They're just all under here. My husband said I didn't need any more stencils, and I told him, be quiet with that negativity. I don't want to hear that. Now, these, I should explain this because I always have a lot of people buy the loose sheets of rice paper here. The single sheets, these are separate. They have like the cards, the world one, the little things right here get on my nerves. They get caught on everything. And then we have the one that has the boat on it. And here's the Eiffel Tower. And then this one is kind of like one of the, these are all like the same pages that are in there. So these are the loose ones right here. And then that other one that I had down there. This is the same exact thing. It just comes in a pack, a whole pack. This is cheaper. Even though it doesn't say it's cheaper, but it is cheaper than these. So, and it comes with all of these together right here. So you can buy the whole pack and get them all, or if you only want one of these, then you can buy the singles. So I have all these in my Etsy shop, ready to go. And, oh, there's the other one. There it is. So singles or in the pack. And they're also not on pre-orders anymore. And anyone who had ordered any of this stuff for pre-orders, I'll film today. We don't have any pickups today because it's a holiday. So here is, and then they came out fabric, which fabric to me, I don't usually do fabric cover journals. I will do some of them unless I could get the fabric all the way across the spine and everything, but these are 12 by 12 sheets. And when you get them, yeah, they're wrinkled up like this because I roll them up, but you leave them out like this, and because it's like a silky material. But I always use them straight out of the package, just like this, because when you stretch it over the cover, you ain't gonna see any of those. So that is the first fabric. And then this one is the second one. Right here, it's just like a little world map in blue. And I also use these for inserts too. If you do any kind of fabric on inserts for journals, journal books, or anything like that. And then this one is, it looks like it's, oh, it's lined paper. It goes this way. I almost said it looked like time zones because of the lines, but no, it's lined paper. And goes this way. So it's got little lines on there, and it's got some writing in it. So that's that one. And then the last one here. Hey, what are you doing in here?
She didn't say
I'm on live, please. Go on.
She didn't say goodnight.
Oh, are you, lunch?
She already had it.
Okay, did you eat lunch?
Yeah.
You did. Did you go potty?
Yes,
Huh?
she did.
Awesome. All right, you gonna take a good nap for mommy?
No.
Yeah. Not no. Yeah. All right, go on.
Come on, baby. No, baby, stuff.
Sorry, guys. This is mom life. All right, there's the fourth one. It has a pretty Eiffel Tower on it. Paris. So those are the 4 fabrics that come in the fabric pack for Around the World. And then, of course, we have the die cuts, ephemera. And then you have the itty bitty rice papers here. There's 8 of them. They're backgrounds. These are actually awesome if you do little journal spreads and stuff like that, which I like. I like doing journal spreads. It's kind of a nice break from doing books, but books are my thing. Okay, let me make sure. Oh, and then we have the molds and the stencils. Alright, and I mixed them all up. So let me get them all straightened out here because I was kind of in a hurry. I got excited because I was, oh, we got the wood pieces here. This is just like laser cut wood pieces for those. And let me see what I got here. Some of these are actual, here we go. There's one of the stencils here, the letters and the writing. These I also like to use on journal spreads. And, no. This is Stamperia products that I have for my Etsy shop. I haven't actually been to the Dollar Tree and I don't know how long. I just don't have time anymore. Let's see. Let me make sure I got everything. This is for the sunflower art. Then we have the molds. They have new silicone molds now. And I'm super excited. Here are the rub-ons. Right here. These are awesome. I love these. Basically, I call them paper tattoos. So you just cut it out. Separate the 2 pieces. Put it on your paper. Use something like a bone fold or something to rub on there. And there's your little paper tattoo for your papers. But they're super pretty. These aren't really that. See, there you go. And they also give you instructions. They could go on boxes. They can go on all kinds of stuff. Sometimes I'll put them on my books. Covers. Here's the other one that goes with that collection. The little boats and the balloons are super cute. So it's very, very travel-y themed. And then we have the molds, which I really am a fan of these kind of molds. You have the little woman here from the paper. It says Around the World. This, the train, and everything. You could put resin in these. You could put soft clay. You could do ceramic in there. It's very, oh yeah, vellum. They look good on vellum. Vellum. Oh yeah, I hear that a lot. I have so much stuff in my cart or on my wish list from your store, and then somebody goes and buys something, and I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, don't worry, we'll have more. I try to keep everything stocked that's humanly possible. Alright, I think, oh, where would I put that? Oh. Here are the silicone molds that they have for this collection. They only have 2, I think, for this one, maybe. Not sure if that one is. But these are nice because they're tiny, but I like bendy stuff. It's easier to get stuff out, especially if it's resin or ceramic. It's a lot easier. And these are very gear oriented, which is great because it goes with my new collection of Hubby's Love Handles that we're doing, the mega bundle right now. Okay, now I think we got everything from the sunflower art left in here. Let me get the paper because everybody wants to see the paper first. Then we'll look at the extras. That's like putting icing on the cake. And I have a book already planned for this one. Can't wait to do it. It's going to be so much fun. I'm doing something new. So, sunflower art. This is by the same designer who does Atelier des Arts, and she does Bauhaus, and she does Klimt papers on there. And I did an art journal with this, and it's very vibrant in color, which I love. I like bright colors. Hey, Sherry. I am not, usually if I do, I haven't printed any cat handles because that was like a one-time thing for Aisha, and I would have to redesign it a little bit because there's some things about it I don't like. And the rose handles are not going to be printed for a very long time because that was like a limited thing with the mega bundles. I'm doing the new mega bundle right now, which is steampunk themed in 4 different colors. So they're all going to be metal looking colors. So if I do a cat handle, it will be in a mega bundle, and probably I have to redo it. Trust me, you want me to redo it because it will be better. I'll show you guys. I think I may have not all the sets, but I got a complete set of each color to show you guys. I know we're going to have copper, bronze, gold, gunmetal, and then we'll have a few of the little extras that my husband printed in Nautical Mood, the Nothing But Treble, and stuff like that. So, sunflower art. Here we go. Here's all these lovely, I like these. These come in handy with stuff that I do a lot. And you can also use these little strips right here. And those of you asking, whenever I make my books, I always use 2 of these pads because I use one pad mostly for the actual pages, and then I use the rest of it for cover and for inserts. So it's always good to have an extra. But yes, I think it's very pretty. That right there is cover shot for sure. And it's got little bees on it. I do have a plan though for a bee handle too. I have like about 50 different handles, combinations written down. Some of them designed already. I just have to splice them and get them printable, and then I can actually print them out. My husband was actually very impressed with the steampunk one because I did that pretty quick. Yes, so see, like, yeah, if you use like this can be used, that's what I like too. This is actually really pretty. It's very muted yellow. I like this kind of mustardy yellow. It's very boho. Is that how you say it, boho? This would make a great back to a book too. Very pretty. I have so many ideas for paper pads too. They need to ask me because I would seriously, I'm like, y'all need to start doing some gothic and horror and stuff like that for us weirdos. Because this is pretty, but sometimes you need that extra outlet to keep yourself sane. You know? And here's this. It's like a little sunflower art shop. Which, if you see the paintbrushes here, if you've ever seen the Atelier des Arts, that's all through there. I love that one so much. It's very, has a lot of Van Gogh stuff in it and everything. Yes, this is a new product. I had them available in my Etsy shop for pre-order, but they're not on pre-order anymore because I have everything. I will also say that the cards collection to a lot of the new stuff like this, they go away very quickly. The vintage library card collection is no longer available. That's how quick they go away. So they don't keep these around very long. So I ordered like 40 of them just to make sure I had enough, because I had people asking about the vintage library one. And I'm like, man, I bought like 24 of them things and they're gone already. And I'm like, I can't get any more. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is the back of that. Kind of like the back of the building. And then this one, I was like, yes, I love it. I actually have also some of the separate sheets that you can buy individually. Here they are. Right here. The ones that have this up here are the separate sheets for those. And I have them in my shop also, because I know people like separate sheets in case they want an extra one. And this is one of the separate sheets that's in there, because I like the little truck. So it's very pretty. But yeah, that's this one right here is over here. And it's so weird because I'm working on the Welcome Home journal right now. And every collection that keeps coming out, there's some kind of page or ephemera pack or something like that that goes perfectly with what I am doing in that book. And one of them being, I was doing the laundry room in the Welcome Home book, and here's a laundry line. And they have a sticker for it and a mold. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to put that in there with the washer and dryer I just did. But see, yeah, here's the loose page. Loose pages right here. So I do have loose pages to that. Am I still good? I'm so paranoid now that TikTok's just going to kick me off for no flipping reason. So, and it's got little bees on it too. And this one's really pretty. This one, what I would do, anytime I see strips like this in a book, you could cut those all out individually and you could do something really amazing. Like, I know a lot of people do those master boards and stuff like that, which don't hate on me or anything, but I think it's a waste of time. Because what people do is they take all their scraps and they'll put it on one big sheet, right? And washing lines. Oh no, some people do. You're talking about is that what they call them, as washing lines? Okay, we call them clotheslines. And some old-timey people still put laundry out. But see, like today, it is raining a lot. So you cannot put nothing out. It depends on where you live. We don't really have those good spots in the U.S. where the temperature is just constant all year round. You know what I mean? So, like, I know, like, in places like the UK and stuff, or, like, in Ireland, you guys don't get hurricanes or tornadoes. Well, we do all over the U.S. So, that's not really a common thing here. It's very, like, oh, yeah, no. See, we're oh, God. Okay, Americans, we lazy, okay? We don't like all that. We throw it in a dryer. We like air conditioning. We're just lazy. We're gluttons. Let me just put it that way. We don't do any of that. We're always on the move and we're always going. Nobody ever like just stops and smells the roses, so to speak, here. Everybody is always, you know, just run. And honestly, that's kind of the culture that we grew up in. You know, it's nobody spends time together anymore. You guys are more old school and traditional, and I don't think people are like that here much at all anymore. You know, and it stinks because I don't mind. I like that, but It's one of those things. That's really pretty. It reminds me of walking down those aisles in the garden department at Walmart when they don't have anything organized. And you're trying not to trip over everything. That's what that reminds me for. Well, see, I would put my sheets out, but about a couple of fields over that way is a cow pasture, and sometimes when a good wind is coming, it smells like dung, and I would never put my sheets out because of that. You know, so it's like we don't have the luxury of just having big open spaces and a lot of spaces here. And if you do, you probably live next to a horse pasture or cow pasture, and they don't smell so good after that. But yeah, I have before. My husband, he has a tendency to do that. You know, and we had that happen one time. I know, it's terrible. I told you, it's like nobody like cares anymore. I always tell him I was born in the wrong era because I'm more of a 50s, 60s kind of person. I like all the retro and the dress. Yeah, I know. I probably will run out. So look how pretty this is, and this looks exactly like the artist, the designer who did the paper. It's very similar, and I think this may be her dog too. So very pretty. But I love her papers because they're so vibrant. You know, some of them are not bad, but they're just not like color pop, I guess. And I like vibrant, with stuff like this, I like vibrant colors. It's very pretty. And it's got horses on it too. I think this is one of the only collections now that does have horses, because they've gotten rid of the horse paper. So, that's very pretty. And I want to say these are poppies. I have never seen a poppy in real life, so you would not believe how many dresses I have in my closet in my room. When I had to pack up and move into this house, I almost kicked my husband completely out of this closet because I said, where are you going to put your clothes? Because my dresses alone are not going to fit in here. And he's like, oh no, you're going to have to put them somewhere else. And I packed them up and I had about 67 like retro style dresses. And then I had Ruby, and now I'm slowly being able to get back into them. And, but yeah, I would love to. I dress up very 50s all the time. Plus, my grandmother says that when I do my makeup and I have a red lip on, I look like Elizabeth Taylor, like a young one. I don't see it, but she says I do, especially if I have my hair a certain way. When my hair's longer, then she tells me I look like Kate Middleton, but I think it's because we have the same high cheekbones. I don't know. This is available for sale on my Etsy shop. I'm a distributor for Stamperia. So, I love these cards. I love to make folios out of these. Fantastic for it. So, here's what the back of them look like. Very nice. And I love it when they give you tags. That makes it nice too. These are also good. You don't have to use them for tags. You can use them to do like the waterfall flip card thing. These are a good one to use for that. Or if they have like the 9 cards, the square cards on there, that's usually what I use. And then of course you have the ephemera in the back too, which I do not like cutting out those at all. These, ugh, I don't like fussy cutting. Most of this, though, you can get in the ephemera or die cut packs. And that's usually what I use. So this one there's no backgrounds pad to this. It's just an 8x8 and 12x12. Where did I put the 8x8? I have 2 of those here because I use 2 pads of paper whenever I create my books. So that's those. Hang on, let me put this to the side and figure out what I did with the little one. It's under here somewhere. I know it is. Okay, the single sheets are right here. So let me get those out of the way. So I have the single sheets in the one with the clothesline here, the truck, and the Sunflower Art Shop here. Those come in single sheets, so if you want a paper pad and you want an extra sheet of these, you can get those. You can order these through my Etsy shop. My link is in my bio and my Linktree link. I sell these on Etsy, so I was doing an unboxing for them. Hang on, let me move these out of the way. I don't know what I did with the 8x8. Let me see. I might have left it here in the box. Oh no. I just got the order in. They were on pre-order in my Etsy shop, but now since I have them, they're not on pre-order anymore. Yay! That means that they'll go out pretty quick. I left the 8x8 in the other room. I'll get that in a minute. They also have the wood pieces here, which are really nice. Yes, I'm the reason why it's out of stock everywhere else. I stocked up on that because I knew everybody would like the vintage library. So when I made my last order, right after I made my order, it said back ordered until July. I ordered a lot from them. I will say the vintage library one, the cards collection that I had in my shop, that was discontinued. So they don't have that one anymore, the cards. But I have plenty of the paper. I have it stashed everywhere. One of these days I'll do a live where I'll take you guys into the Stamperia room, aka my daughter's room, aka when are you going to get this stuff out of here? I'm tired of looking at it. Even though she's hardly ever home because she's in college and works. So yeah. Now the same with the rice papers. I have all the individual ones here. This is what comes in the, oh my goodness, the individual packs. So we have the one with the truck on here, and then we have this, wait a minute, oh I had it upside down. We have the one with the window, and then we have the one with the horses and the sunflower, the one with all the sunflowers, the store window, and then we have the quilt looking one, and this is the pack of the same thing here, and it comes with the one with the horses, the window, the truck, the sunflowers, the store, and the quilt. So you can get the whole pack, or you can buy individual ones, like if you want an extra one of this and the pack, you can do that too. So that helps a lot. I like having the extra loose pieces in case somebody wants extra or anything like that. Let me get these out of the way. Then they have the molds, which I'm super excited about. They have the A5 molds here. It has all the paint brushes, little paint bucket. This also can be used with the Atelier des Arts one because it's very paintbrush oriented, and I have a ton more molds in my Etsy shop too with those. And then here's the one I was talking about that has the actual clothesline here. Has little potted plants, little ducks, rabbits, little chicks, bunnies, all kinds of stuff on there. You can use clay with these, soft clay. You can use resin. You can use ceramics. You can also use the cream paste. The cream paste, I will say, works better on super thin mold. They have a I have one in my Etsy shop that is an actual ceramic paste. It's an instant set in there also. So you can also use that instead of having to mix up your own ceramic in there, because it gets a little finicky with the measurements. And then the big A4 size one is all the sunflowers, which I cannot wait to do this right here because I like sunflowers. My husband actually may also make a sunflower handle. I told him we need to make a handle that goes with each of the collections when they come out. And he said, oh, I could do a sunflower handle. And I was like, shut up. I was like, all right, let's do it. He's going to make me draw it, though. He always does. And this one, I think these are poppies. I have never seen a poppy in real life, but I'm pretty sure the red flowers are poppies. So that's what this one is. All of these are available. I do have one other stencil. Oh yeah, they're not pre-orders anymore because I got them in. What I do is I make them pre-orders. It will say 1 to 2 weeks. The reason for that is not because it was going to take 1 to 2 weeks to get here. It's because customs gives me bull crap sometimes, and they'll hold it. The last one they held for 10 days. And I'm like, I got it the day before the first of my pre-orders had to go out. And they gave me so much crap about it that I went off on them. And my husband called me a Karen. I was like, that ain't being a Karen. I'm running a business here. And I'm trying to get these to people who paid for them. So, yeah, I went off on them about that. But this one, I just ordered on Tuesday. It was shipped on Thursday. And it's Monday. And it was here. And they didn't give me any more crap about it. See? Sometimes saying stuff to them helps. You know? Border people. And so this one came really quick. But that's why I give the pre-orders 1 to 2 weeks to get here. Just in case customs gives me crap about something. You know, you never know. These are the little rice paper. Oh, thank you. I can't wait to see what you do with it. You'll love it. This doesn't even do it justice. I think it's prettier in person. Here's the little itty bitty rice papers. Right here. Got a blank. Oh, that one's cute. These are a little bit different than the bigger ones. Here. They are poppies. They say poppies. Okay, they are poppies. I have no idea what a poppy looks like, but alright, that's it. So, I will probably use these to do another journal spread. And I'm like I did with the Ooh La La one. These are super pretty. So that's what those little rice papers look like. These are the A6 sizes. Yeah, A6 sizes. They're itty bitty little sizes. The big ones here, I'll open those because I forgot these were actually mine. Let's see. And the single sheets are just like these. So here is the big ones here. This one smells like paper. It smells like canvas paper almost. Not really rice paper. Let's see, they're super, super dark. I will say the difference between decoupage with rice paper versus just regular scrapbook paper is these are more translucent on stuff. And the scrapbook paper isn't. It's more opaque, so it doesn't, you can't really see through it. These you can actually see through a little bit. Especially if you put it on something like wood, like what I did here with the jars. This right up here is actual rice paper. This is the scrapbook paper. So if you look, see here's what the lines look like on the wood. Well, you could see them really, really well through there. It shows up and it looks nice and everything, which is, it's not bad, but I just prefer to use the more scrapbook paper so it shows up better. But you see how the lines are right up here and through there? You can see that. So if you put it on something like this wood, you're going to see stuff like that through there. Ooh, maybe I'll make a sunflower jar. Here's the front of the store, the art shop. And then there's this one, which will make a good background. You could also, I'm not saying to do this, but these little squares you could cut out and use them for stuff. Decoupage it on there. So that is the A4 size rice paper. Let me set that there. Then we got, let's see what the fabric looks like here. And I am out of fabric, but I have more on the way. The fabric's actually really pretty. Oh, let me pull these off of here. And yes, they come like this. So if you get your order and the package is kind of slumped over or something, don't fret, because this is like a silky fabric. And they'll have little lines in them, but once you set it out and everything, they just go away. They just melt away like that. But these are good. I've actually covered books with these also. I prefer like a small book with these, but that way it can stretch all the way across. So there's the quilt looking one. And here's the one that is the wood, just like the paper. It says flower art down here. I'm knocking over my pig. And one of my little oysters. I have oysters all over my desk. Oh yeah, you guys can see them. There's the wood one. And then we have, I like this one. It's pretty. There's the yellow one. Yes, I do. Sometimes I use the rice paper glue by Stamperia. It's basically like Mod Podge. Yes, it's a 12 by 12 sheet. But I have like this, where did I put it? I have a humongous thing of Mod Podge, which I'm surprised I can't see it right now because it's enormous. It's like this, it's like a quart size of Mod Podge. I bet it's right here. And yeah, there it is. So I was like, I don't usually use anything else until I kind of use this up. See? It's huge. So I'm shaking it. I'm like, you know? And then I can't get the lid off half the time. I have to ask my husband. So I had gotten this because I was sick of running out of Mod Podge. When I bought this, though, I was Mod Podging furniture and stuff. So that's why I have a big, huge thing of it. So that's why. I've Mod Podged like the tops of tables and stuff like that. So I needed a lot, you know. Hello, hello. This one's pretty, though. So is this one. So these are the 4 fabrics. 4 pieces of fabric. They come in the fabric pack. And I know I'm out of stock on those. And I will have more coming probably next week. Let me move these rice papers out of the way. And then we have the rub-ons. We have sunflowers, poppies. I want to say morning glories. They kind of look like morning glories. Got it, just lightened a little bit here. I know, that's exactly what I said. I still have so many ideas. And here's like the art part of it. And these right here, these little paint brushes and little paint tubes and stuff like that, if you want extra art stuff like that, get the Atelier des Arts paper pad, because they have tons of those in there also. I use them a lot with the art journal, so it gives you extra. And then here, let me get all the stencils out of the way so that way we can do this. Oh, molds. Okay, I can't remember if this one goes with the sunflower or around the world, but it's borders, and it's a silicone mold for those, but it's a border one. And then there's this one right here that does corners and little decorative pieces. And then you have the frames here, which are really, really pretty. You could actually make a frame of this. Then you could do ephemera or whatever paper in the inside. Put it on the front of a journal. And then there's leaves, and I think that's part of a poppy. The rub-ons, you know how a temporary tattoo works on your skin and you wet it, you put it on there? A rub-on, what you basically do is, like if I wanted the suitcases, it's a paper tattoo. Basically, it's a tattoo for paper. And you cut this out, you separate it, you put the picture part onto your paper, and then you use something like this, like a bone fold, and you would go like this and rub it on there, and then it transfers it from the paper, the plastic paper that's onto your actual paper, and then it doesn't come off. Some people will put like a layer of like rice paper glue or Mod Podge over it. You don't even have to do that. I've never done that. I just do that to it. Now, let me see. Yes, the soft clay in my Etsy shop is actually one of the easiest ones that I've used. Now, I will say when you use the clay, like if you're using the molds and stuff like this, or these, and when I do it just like Play-Doh, okay? Shove it down in there. Look on this side. This side, these are good for that because you can flip it over to make sure you got it smushed in there correctly. But smush it down really good. Then take like a scraper or even like a metal ruler and go like this. Make sure it's flat. Go like this completely across it. So this part will be leveled. And then you just go like this and pop it out. And don't be afraid to get, like, show these things who's boss. Because I do this like this all the time to them. And I'm poking them out and everything. And they're reusable. And then what I will say is with the soft clay, you know, put them, like if this was your mold that you just took out, put it down this way on whatever surface you're letting it harden. You can tell when they're completely done because they get like, they lose a lot of their density, so it's like light as a feather afterwards. But leave it like this for like half the day, go by, turn it over, and let the other side air dry, and then they'll both, you know, dry equally. Because if you leave it like this face down, this other side is not getting any air to it, and it's going to not harden or take all that liquid out of it as quickly. So I always flip them over, do that, flip them over, and then you'll know because they're extremely, extremely like light afterwards. These are by Stamperia. I will also say I've had a lot of questions about silicone molds, and these molds, they are not food grade. So don't put food in them at all. They are not tested for that. I had somebody ask me that the other day. If you can put food in them. No, you can't. They're not, I mean, that's at your own risk because they're not food grade. These are for crafts, just to let you know. But these are Stamperia. They just now came out with silicone molds. So here's the sunflower one. And then we got the leaves, the frame. I think this one may go with the Around the World one, but I'm not sure. But they're all in my Etsy shop for those. So that's the silicone molds. They're an A6 size also. Then we got the stencils. This one's in the shape of a heart, so naturally I had to get that one. And then we have, that one's the same one. I took two of them. We have this one right here that is kind of like, when this one comes out, it's kind of like a quilt pattern, if that makes sense. And you can use different parts of these. And you just clean them off with some soap and water, and then they come out. They come clean just fine. And I use the cream paste on these a lot. This one right here may be under the regular stencils, and I may just have gotten this one, but it may be a part of the sunflower art. I got other ones that I was like, ooh, I like that. So this one's a good flowery pattern. Oh my god, it lightened. And I'm right by the window. Just, yeah, if you guys hear thunder, that's what that is. Can y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that rumbling? I have such PTSD from growing up in Florida. From lightning. Here's this pattern one. Oh, you did? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's just hope it passes quickly. It has been raining cats and dogs here all day. All day. This one also says sunflower art up here. These are my stencils, but I have some in the shop, so I'm very, very rough on my craft supplies. I just kind of, there we go, mistreat them. I actually hang them up too. I have a little hangy thing, like what you see in the store where they may hang up bags and stuff. When I ordered something from Dollar Tree online a long time ago, I hang those up on the hooks, and that way I can, you know, they can dry, or it's good storage. So that's what the sunflower art one looks like. And then here's one that's for borders and stuff, which I like. I like using stuff like this for borders. I just had an idea for that one too, after looking at it. Here's one with leaves and some poppies, and it looks like some ferns. I think there's a dragonfly. Oh, there's a little ladybug up there, butterflies, everything else, a little ladybug. And then here is, this one may be by the same artist, but I don't know if it actually goes with the sunflower one. I think it does. She had some other flowery stuff on there too. Yeah, I bet you get crazy weather in Colorado. Yeah, I like the grass too. You could stencil in the grass and do all kinds of stuff with that. So those are the stencils. Lots of stencils. You guys would not believe if y'all saw my collection. I have molds now in like 3 different boxes, because I always, if I get new molds or something, I always, if I don't have it, I take one because I know I'm going to use it. Okay, now we get the fun embellishment stuff. Let me move this right here, and let me get a box to put these in. Because if I don't, I'll end up losing them, and then I gotta go swipe some more from my Etsy shop, and then you guys don't have any. Alright, let me get a box here. Everybody knows how the song goes, right? First, you get a box. Let me fix this box. It's one of my shipping boxes. You can't tell I like pink. Yeah, I think the weather's acting kind of crazy. My tablet's going crazy over here. Alright, here we go. So, we have sunflower elements, and then we have the sunflower art, I think they're called. The elements one, I believe this one. This one ends in 19, so I think so. Alright. I love these ephemera packs, and I'm so glad they make them. I hate it when they get rid of them. It's been a weird summer here. It has not been very hot, you know, and I think my kids just got in the pool for the first time yesterday. Oh, little paint tubies. Alright, here we go. Here's the front of the store. And then we got lots of poppies in here. Ooh, buttons. I like sticker buttons. And we got paint brushes, more paint tubes, keys, tinier paint brushes right here. On a little blue truck. Lots of dogs. They need one with a pug. I want a pug. They have one in Lady Vagabond and then they got rid of it. I was kind of bummed about that. Little frames. And these are stickers. So, hang on. Oh, okay. It's a washboard. And it's got nails on it with keys, like, hooked to it. I was trying to figure out what that was. It's a washboard. If you guys don't know what a washboard is, it's what they used to do back in the old days to scrub clothes on. So, yeah, it's a washboard with keys on it. Then we got frames, which are cool. More poppies and paint bottles. Tiny truck. Palette. Suitcases. This is Van Gogh. I could tell by looking at it. I'm a big Vincent Van Gogh fan. Oh, he did do poppies and sunflowers, didn't he? Oh my gosh, I just now got the connection. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, Vincent Van Gogh. He did one like this with sunflowers. And, hang on. I got washi tape from the washi tape shop that has these on here. Let me show you. And what he did a piece called Sunflowers. I just now realized that. And in her last one, the Atelier des Arts, she also had little snippets of Van Gogh style thingies. Here we go. The washi tape shop is great, by the way. If you guys ever want to get good washi tape, go there. And you can use my code HANGRY and get 10% off. This is Van Gogh washi tape. And this background right here was in the Atelier des Arts collection pad in there. So I just now noticed that. Let me see, where's the other one? This one is. So that's why a lot of this background. So if you got the tape, you can match it up with this paper also from the washi tape shop. So that would work out really good. You could do a Starry Night or something like that. But that's the Van Gogh collection on that. I have so much washi tape, y'all don't even know. I use a lot of it too in books. But I have them color coordinated. See, pink, purple, red. Hang on. My thing is not working again. There we go. Yes, we had the Van Gogh experience here too. Let me see, I might have some in here. This one's a different one. I don't think I have any. They're mostly blues, greens, and yellows. But I have one that has sunflowers on it. Let me see if I can find that. Because that actually would be really cool. You can actually match them up and get them to go with the washi tape too. I love matching other stuff together like that. Okay, first of all, my washi tape here lives in a high-rise condo, as I think Erica actually says. I actually added another floor. Isn't that terrible? My husband was like, you have too much washi tape. Why don't you get rid of some of it? I was like, don't say that. They'll hear you. I was like, I use them eventually, but I have to name this floor now. So these are great for that, by the way. When you can line them up all the way. There we go. I picked it up too, and I cannot believe it did not come apart. Alright, these are itty bitties. Let's see what I got here. I'm going to find it because I'm pretty sure I have not run out of that yet. Now, I did have a washi tape disaster a few months ago, and one of them rolled off my desk and into my cup that I had set next to me, and it ruined it. But I think that was Alice in Wonderland one. And I was like, oh, I was devastated. Absolutely devastated. Multiples, like, yeah, I know. It's kind of like one of those, it's like a colony now of washi tape. Hang on, let me put this here. But yeah, these work out great. I like these little containers. I haven't even gotten to the bottom yet. I have 3 more down here. 4 more. There's one right here on the floor. But I have them organized. Okay, this is the white. I have them organized into different things because it was chaos before. Very much chaotic. It's got to be in that one because I used that one, that sunflower one. Unless I ended up, I was lazy and shoved it into a box when I was done doing the art journal. And I was like, I'll clean it up later or I'll find it later. Because that sounds like me, to a T. So, yeah. Let me get them hooked back together here. But they have a Van Gogh washi tape collection from the Washi Tape Shop. And if you decide to get some, I have the link in my bio. And I get stuff from them occasionally. It's got to be in here. I probably just overlooked it and didn't even see it. Hang on. Because that was a good one. I don't know what I did with that. I did. I guarantee you I shoved it into... here it is. It was in there the whole time. There it is. See, it goes perfectly. It's got sunflowers on it. I just didn't recognize it because it was rolled up. Used a lot of it too. So, here. I know it's like kind of blurry. It's getting in there. I sort them by color. Yes, I have a website. I'm pretty bad about not updating my website, but I did just update it lately. But I'm a mixed media artist. I do all kinds of things. My main thing is I make books and I incorporate mixed media elements in the journal books. But I make other stuff too. All kinds of stuff. I actually have a fun little... So, I don't know if y'all can see this. Look. Let me see. This is the high-rise condo right here. I don't know if I could... I wouldn't trust picking it up. But it like I'm only 4'11" and it comes up to my thigh. So, and it goes under my desk. I don't think I could fit another... Oh, yeah, I could fit another one on there. Well, that's good to know. Just in case I need more washi tape space. So, yeah, that's like years of collecting washi tape. That's what it will do to you. This is what happens. Big time. Let me make sure my camera is straightened back up here. And I'll clean this. And then I lost my garbage can. You end up with 2 garbage cans because one of them is always full. This one is the other sunflower collection, or the ephemera thing. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, there's a big one in the back. And remember, these are all adhesive backgrounds. The die cuts are not adhesive. So if you're unsure also, you can read in the description. Oh, hey, there's a little girl too. In her little palette. Hang on. Sometimes we get stuff in here. Let me move all these out of the way so I don't get them all mixed up. But this is going to be super fun to play with. I can't wait. Oh my goodness, look at that one. That's a huge sticker. A big one. Oh, the truck's in this one. There's the truck. That's super cute. Hello, hello, hello. Here's the clothesline. And we got windows. And more windows. They all have this like little glimmery sheen finish too on them. can kind of see it. And that little flower box. This one has all sunflower looking stuff in it too. And, oh, I think there's horses in there too. And then I'll tell you guys what collections have been discontinued. Here's some sunflowers. It's fantasy, unique. Set of cute little horses. More sunflowers. This, oh, she also does Welcome Home. No, she doesn't do Welcome Home. A different person does Welcome Home, but that looks just like the Welcome Home. Little baskets are cute. I should, oh, look at the little ducks. Little geese. Ducks, geese. Daisies, and more sunflowers, and lots of butterflies. That's a hen. Rabbits. More rabbits. All that good stuff. So those are both of the ephemera packs. The sticker ephemeras. And then we have the die cuts. These are just like cardboard pieces, and they have to be glued. Print from Etsy. Any of the digitals that I have in my Etsy shop, I always put the instructions on how to print in the description on all of my digitals, because a lot of people always have problems with that. There's another clothesline. And more horses. I know you can't print from, you have to have a registered Etsy account, because you want to anyway, because if you want to be able to access those digitals anytime, you have to, they're saved in your Etsy account. And it's just download. And all of my digitals are a PDF file, really easy. And let's see. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing much to do. With white paper. Okay, with, wait a minute. You want a junk journal with white paper that you will decorate. I don't have Stamperia. Are you talking about me decorating it, or you decorating it? Here's all these. These are a little bit, actually they're not much different in color. Sometimes you'll get these in these die cuts. It's just where they didn't poke out all the way. You just sit there and do that. You could also use them for stuff too. Butterflies, fences. Another, there's 2 clotheslines in there. That's interesting. Flowers, paintbrushes, more of these, and more sunflowers. See, like this. There we go. So those are the die cuts. And I dropped a butterfly over here. And ephemera. Those are nice. I like those. Those come in handy. Alright. Card collection. Oh, they also have a sunflower paint collection that the colors all go with these collections. Now, these also end up going away too. But they will have the individual paints still in the Etsy shop. So here we have ivory, cardinal red. I think this is brick red, which I know I have that one. Corn, leaf green, and light blue. These bags they put them in, they never ever stay. So if you ever order these from me, that's why I always put them in an extra bag and tape it, because one, I don't want it to spill on anything in case USPS decides to, you know, pull an Ace Ventura and kick the box down the road or something like that. So Are you guys still there? Hang on. My tablet is acting up, I swear. I am not adding the steampunk piece until probably Thursday or Friday. My husband's out of town. So I have to wait till he gets back. They're not finished. Well, I have a few of them that are finished, but I want to do it all in one big to-do. So it'll probably be Thursday or Friday, because we're going to have a lot of them. A lot. I'll have them in copper, bronze, gold, gunmetal, a couple in nautical mood, the nothing but treble, and there was some other color, I don't remember. My husband gets a little bit wily with colors, and he doesn't, I'm like, why would you print that? Did you print the matching stuff? No, I just wanted to see what it looks like. That's how he is. So, and I'm like, don't waste it. You know, I swear, managing him is like managing Ruby sometimes. I'm just like, what is your deal? I find like his time management is a little bit obscured. So I had to sit there and say, you need to do something. So he made a chart. Now I have to write on it, and it gets on my nerves. These are the cards collection. Right here. These are nice because they already have tags and stuff. I'll show you guys the handles here in a minute. Take a turn and breathe. Oh, I like that. This one, no, that one's not an open up one. Some of them open up like this. And what I'll usually do if they have a cards collection and I make a book that matches it, I'll save one and then I include it in there as the thank you card for that. But these are super pretty. I hope they don't get rid of them, but I'm not holding my breath because they got rid of the vintage library one like that. Oh, here we go. I have my garbage can right there. So, let me find the, I'll do the hubby's love handles. I'll show you what the colors look like. They're not completed. I don't have a full set of everything yet, so I can't show you everything, but I have handles of everything. Now, let me go back and read. Blue and purple. Blue and purple. What's blue and purple? Wait a minute. Oh, the hypnotic? Are you talking about this? It's, well, where'd it go? It's kind of like this color. This blue. It's kind of a ruby. It's actually a glittery ruby here. Then it's kind of purple and pinkish or like magenta. Then it kind of goes into purple up here. And then it's that blue. But if you look at it closely, the ruby right here, it sparkles. You see, it's very, whoop, there we go. See, it's very, let me pull it down a little. See, it's sparkly? That's what those little specks are. I like it. I call it hypnotic, and my husband keeps calling it mystique. I was like, it's not mystique. It's hypnotic. Yeah, it's very pretty. I like it. Let me go get the other ones. And so, see where we're at here. Besides me knocking over stuff. I gotta find the bin. My husband left me in charge of doing all this stuff. So that's what's going on back here with the noise. But I think some stuff's finished. I have to just see what it is, where it is, and all that other good stuff. Ah, here we go. He always sits here and hide. Oh yeah, the hypnotic, I will have some of those. I may not have as many as the metal. I tried to do metal colors with the steampunk because I think steampunk goes well with that. So, hang on. He kind of just throws everything in here. So, this, let me see. And of course, everything's not cleaned up yet because he had to leave. But let's see what we got. This will be the gunmetal color right here. It's like a black silver or something like that. And this is bronze color. And then I got, let's see what else I got. My favorite, the copper color, which I like the best so far. Came out pretty good. My daughter, I showed her this, and the first thing she did, we have double light switches, and they fit exactly in the 2 holes here, and she hung it up. And I said, well, that ain't gonna work, but that's good to know. The gold, I gotta reprint. This was the first prototype of the gold, but this is what it will look like. Here. This will be a hiccup. I broke it. I was messing with it. I fidget with stuff, and then I broke it, so it's gonna end up being a hiccup. But that's what the gold looks like. So those are the 4 main metal colors that will be available. I'm waiting on some other stuff to come. But, oh, and then I'll have a couple of the Nautical Moon, which is like a dark, sparkly teal. And then at certain angles, it looks like purple and it looks like black. So that, I'll have a few of those. And then this was the first prototype. It's called Nothing But Treble because it's 3 colors in one. So when you have it at different angles, it looks interesting. But this was the first prototype. See, I told my husband, fix this, fix that, make this bigger. So it looks a little bit different than these ones, but I have to get those printed out. And then, see, he got what he could done. There's the gold. That will go with that in the bone fold. And then, let me see what I got in this bag. Let me see what I got in my drawers. Okay, so I have, he just kind of throws all these in here, so I ain't got a clue what's in here. Let's see what I got. And I do have purple handle bundles. I just have to get them together. See, he does this to me. He just ends up printing them in whatever color's there. And I'm like, you know, I'm sitting here waiting on other stuff. Stop printing stuff in here. I love doing this. I don't know why. So, it makes me happy. But here is, this one is the Nothing But Treble, goes with this. These still have to be all cleaned up and everything. But see, it's a tricolor handle. It looks really neat in the light. I'm looking at it right now. I had some of those too, in the Nautical Mood, the heart container. Oh, here's some Nautical Mood one. That will go with this. I like it because when you stick them in here like this, it looks very steampunk. You know, when they have a attachment on it. So it's very steampunk looking. So I'm super proud of myself for this one. I designed all this myself. No help from him, just me, myself, and I. Okay, so these, and see, then he made me this one. And I was like, if I want steampunk, I'm going to do it right. I want steampunk colors. But he did it so I could have a matching one on my desk here. The first ones that we actually printed out, this is what he printed out. And I said, please tell me that this is, you're going to make this bigger, right? Because this ain't going to work. You know? And he was like, I didn't think you wanted it that big. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like, my hands are small, but not everybody has the same small hands that I do. You know? But even, I told him to make it a lot bigger. And then he messed up my flower, and I was kind of mad about that. Because this was the flower I also designed, the flower handle. And I think this is a water lily on top. And I designed this, and he made it this big. And then he made it bigger, and he cut half my flower off. I need to fire him and get somebody else, I think. He never listens to me. He's a bad employee. He'd probably start laughing if he heard me say that. He tells me I'm a bad boss all the time, so I don't care. And he calls me woman a lot. He's like, little woman, don't make me bend you over. And I was like, try it, Bacon. Here's this is the one you were talking about, I think, Erica, was the hypnotic color in this. I don't have a doohickey yet in that. I gotta find where, I'm gonna go through and find what he did. I love this color though. This is one of my favorite colors to do. I know, he's amazing. I don't know how he puts up with me, because like, seriously, I need to make that one bigger so I can get it on my fingers. Because I'm bossy, and I have things done a certain way, and I'm very good at time management, and he is not. You know, because he has another job, and I'm like, yeah, but you know, I told you about this already. You know, so these are going to be the 4 main metal colors for the steampunk, and then I'll probably have a few of like this color and everything. All the other stuff that he just randomly printed when I told him not to, because that's why I got these in the first place, was specifically for a steampunk theme. I always think ahead. So we'll have a few of these, and then we'll have some of these. I'll have basically however many handles I have of those, I'm going to have the same amount. So, because that's how I work. And I have, right now I have a bunch of holders and stuff going and printing, so I have to check them after I'm done. But I do have, let me see what else I got here. Let me see what else I got in my drawers. I do have a couple of things that he randomly printed also. Oh, here they are. And again, he's not very organized and stuff. He kind of just throws everything in here. So I'm sitting here trying to find where everything is, which is loads of fun, let me tell you. But I do have other handles and stuff that I have not put onto Etsy yet, because I've been busy. And here we go. Alright, let's see. So, this is, I'm behind putting stuff on Etsy, so don't judge me, I've been busy. I will have mermaid handles in teal, because somebody asked for them. So I have some of those, I just haven't put them on there yet. And then I have purple, whatever he had printed. Oh, okay. I remember what I asked him now. This is like a week ago. Mermaid handles in purple, and then twisted hearts in purple, seashells in purple, and I think that was it in there. I have like sets that go with all these. I told him to print the same amount of handles as sets so I could group them together, which is what I did. That's what all of this is. Here are the handles for the steampunk thing. So here's the bronze one, and it will come with a bone fold like this. And then they aren't done yet, that's why. See, no block on them. So I don't even know if he's actually even unscrewed these things. Let me see if I can even get it on. I don't think he's actually done anything to them. If he has, it's very little. So it will actually go like that. And then I do have to show you guys this. This is amazing. Wait a minute. The steampunk handle goes perfectly with the little round stamper. Let me show you what it looks like. I said, look, it looks even more steampunk. See that? So now it looks very, very steampunk. Looks like a wheel on the bottom. So, and the mega bundles will come with that one too. I'll have to get the, I'm just going to set that one, I think, right back there. He won't notice. Not one bit. I do have, I think, almost all the, my queen handle is missing somewhere. The pink one that I had. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to find it. When somebody came in here and snatched it. But he usually prints me off an all rose gold in every single design that we have. So that's why I have them all back here. Or I take the prototype for whatever. So that's what this one looks like. And see, nothing on there yet. He was working till 1 o'clock this morning trying to get them done. Here is the gunmetal color. And it looks awesome. I don't know if I can. I don't think these are done yet. I try to put them on there. Semi put them on there. So that's what that one will look like. This one is probably my favorite, is the copper. I just think it goes really well together. Now these are done because if they have that on there, he's done with them. Yeah, oh yeah. So that's what it will look like. My hands are small, so that's kind of the grip it goes with. And, you know, what it looks like. And these can go in here perfectly. That's why I made them like that. So that way you can have them in a holder. And it looks very steampunk. I even made it to where the cushions can go in there with it. So, and then here is the bone fold that comes with it. It also comes, I have a lot of people ask me this. Okay, these are the wax picker uppers. And I even put a piece of paper in there with it and a sticker that says where the wax picker upper is. And my husband never puts the lid on all the way. So I leave the lid off. And this, we made a cap for it because this is wax. And in traveling, we don't want a whole bunch of debris and stuff to be stuck to it. So anytime I package them, I very lightly leave it on there. So you can push them on all the way. But every time I do that, people are like, I didn't get the wax picker upper. And I don't understand how they don't put the 2 and 2 together, that it's off. And just, you know, my curious mind would sit there and screw it on here first. And then just say, oh, there it is. But I put stickers on there and I still get messages about people saying they didn't get it. That's the wax picker upper. The bead picker upper for those. And then, of course, it comes with the finger one here. And y'all did see that? Hang on, I gotta watch it. That was a good shot. I would have died if it got in one of these cups right here. I ship worldwide. When they're available. They won't be available till like Thursday or Friday. A lot of people, also have people saying this doesn't go on all the way. There's a reason why we do it this way, is because these things right here are not made the same, even in the same brand. Sometimes they'll go on completely all the way to here, and sometimes they'll only go on about that much. We do this because in case somebody else gets a different brand. And everything. These are not going to be available till Thursday or Friday. And I believe we'll have 5 available in each of these colors. I'm not sure yet about that one, or the Nautical Mood one, or this one, or any other colors. But I kind of like to theme them to whatever color they are for that reason. I don't know if I have it. Oh, yeah, I do. Here we go. Here's the gold one that goes with that one. So, and so these will be the 4 main colors right here. These. And then, once we get over this hurdle, we will have matching glue holders to go with these. We already make the glue holder in this one, and of course rose gold, and hypnotic when we have that, and everything like that. So that's what these all look like. And of course silk purple here and everything. So this is what the 4 main mega bundle colors will look like here. This one's my favorite though. I like the copper. I think the copper goes really well with those. So that's, yeah. Oh yeah, I love this one too. Ever since I saw this one, I was like, yes, this is it. This is my color. It has a very purpley looking color to it. Sometimes black, sometimes mostly the teal, blue, and everything. So that's why I like this one a lot. So that is going to be our mega bundle. And we'll be doing these well into July. And we'll also have, I may also do a black, silk black color. This is gunmetal. I have to think of a snazzy name. I wanted to call this one Gold Digger, but my husband said no, and he's called it Gold Rush. Or he wanted me to call it Goldilocks, which I could do that too. And this is like a bronze color, and then this is copper. And then we have Nautical Mood, Nothing But Treble, Ella Rose Gold. I think this one's called Magical Magenta, I think. I have a ton of handles over here. He always gives me the prototypes or a handle in a new color. And then I got to find a place for them. Sometimes I stick them in people's packages and give them to them. Because I'm like, I don't have any more room. And then he asked me, what'd you do with that handle I gave you? And I'm like, I don't know. You didn't give me a handle. And then I forget what I did with it. So, yeah. No, it's not treble. It's treble. Treble. Because it's 3 colors. Like a treble clef. 3 colors. But yeah, Nothing But Treble. So. Oh no, these are my designs. I design. He manufactures. I actually designed this from the ground up myself. I know how to do graphic designs and stuff like that. He doesn't have the imagination to be able to just look at a blank canvas and build something. I kind of do. So I handle the designs like these and everything. And he makes it and does all the hardware and stuff like that on them. But yeah, I just finished this one last week. And then we started getting them printed. Which he doesn't mind. And in between, we've been making the glue holders and stuff like that. Now, I will say the copper one here is going to look sweet in this glue holder color. Because that will be amazing. And I would love to offer the Mega Bundle. Where it's like the large stamper and a glue holder. And this and the bone fold and all the attachments. So, well, thank you. I appreciate everybody so much for not thinking I'm a weirdo and liking my stuff. I know it's hard, isn't it? And you know what I end up doing is I end up taking what I want, and my husband has a file that says Jennifer stole it. So he can pay attention to how many we made. Because I kept taking stuff over there. And I'm like, ooh, I like that. And I'd take it and it'd be on my desk. And so he made a file that says Jennifer stole it. So, yeah. That's what happens anyway. You know. So, my husband, while he's gone, I am going to be doing the manufacturing here, and then when he gets back, he will finish them out. I can do it, I just don't want to. That's his business, you know. Like, I could put screws and stuff like that in here and everything. I just don't want to. He's a lot stronger than me to get them suckers in there. The glue, right here. Here. We have caps on them. Now, this has been sitting here since, when did I do that? I did that gear pop-up thing. What did I do with that thing? On Saturday. And we make caps for them. Now, I will say that some people have issues if they have glue leak from here. See, the Beacons likes to gurgle a lot. And since it's been upside down, that's what it does. And if you have glue that comes out, most of the time it sticks to here. It makes this crazy, crazy weird pattern on here because the glue has dried. And then I just go like this and I pick it off. But if you get glue inside the cap or something like that, see this, I'll stick it right in there like that. And I don't mess with it because when I'm working, I just throw it in there. This one right here, if you use, what is this? Crafter's Pick Ultimate, right? I could actually set this in here like this and it won't leak at all. But Beacons is very leaky glue. And see, this one doesn't. But I will say, when I put the cap on it like this, I don't even put the cap on all the way. I just leave it like that. Beacons, I would recommend putting the cap on real tight because it fits these perfectly. And my glue, see, is always ready to come out. This, I always had a hard time with it gunking up because it would like dry at the end. And it was like pulling like stuff out, like in a big wad. And it would ruin my glue. So when I put the cap on there, it works better. And if you do get glue inside your cap, what I usually recommend to do is to take it off, clean all this on the outside, just leave it, go clean this cap and leave it off for a day. And then when everything's all good and dry, just make sure this is all clean when you put it on and put that on there and then put it in there. That way it protects the glue holder too. I sell these bottles in my Etsy shop. They're the Sweet Sugar Bell icing bottles. They used to make caps for them, but they don't anymore. And they were silicone caps. However, they are humongous. And they don't do well with the Beacons glue. This is one of them that's a silicone cap. And as you can see, you see how big it is? Because these are not for glue. They're for icing. You know, they're for food. So, oh, you weren't supposed to see that. But these are for food. And the icing tip for these is huge. So what I had my husband do is I made it super small and super tiny to where it could fit over here. And that way, it doesn't get on there. So you may have something like that, and it's from the plastic. That's why we make replacement caps for it. And you just go like this. And you just pick it off. And then when I pick it off, I just make sure everything's dry in the inside. And if it's dry, then I just put it back on there. So, yeah. That's what we do. It's not perfect. And I'm not going to pretend like it's perfect. But I will say that ever since I used the caps, this little booger glue, this is the Beacons 3-in-1 in here. It's lasted longer. It doesn't gunk up. Because if you let air get to it, it breaks down the glue chemicals and it can cause whatever you've glued with it to act like Elmer's glue. You know how you can't really use Elmer's glue or a glue stick because it comes unstuck after a while? That's what this does. So I told my husband, we need a cap for this because my glue is going bad and it's expensive. And I am not going to do that. I don't know if we've ever had a teal shell one, honestly. I can make some. Somebody asked me for teal mermaid tails, and I have them. I just haven't put them in there. Okay, now I want you guys to listen to me for 1 second. Because the plates, I had a lot of requests for the plates right back here, like what I have mine on. And my husband wanted to try his hand at making a steampunk plate. So he made this. okay? Using some of the stuff that I used on here as the little doohickeys. So this is his steampunk plate that he made. And I told him we would probably make it later if anybody wanted them, you know. So he made this right here. Not me. So yeah, that's pretty cool actually. So he made this plate as like a prototype when he was supposed to be printing these holders for it. And that's what this is. So if people like it, I will tell him because it will tickle him to death because he is not artsy at all. So him being able to do this is actually pretty amazing. Because I usually do all the designing. Like I designed the rows and everything. I actually had to draw them suckers on there and it was not easy. And that's why it took me so long and everything. So yeah, all of those, yeah. But if you guys want this one, I will let him know. And I'll have him print some in the 4 colors here. But I was going to show you what he did. So, yeah, he does. He does for not an arty person. This is copper, so it's probably not going to look very well. But, look. So, that's what. Now, don't go based on my light up here, because this light of God up here is like an LED shop light above me. So, but he's not here right now, and he won't be back. He'll be back in a couple days, but then on Thursday, we have to go and take my daughter Ella back to Children's Hospital from, you know, doctor's appointments and all that good stuff, like we always do. So, hang on, let me go back. Okay, I thought I saw something about break, and I was like, what? Oh, hey. I thought I saw you join. Hello. Hang on, I'm looking at my tablet. The tips. I thought somebody was asking me about the tips. You're talking about the glue tips? These? Yes, I do sell these also in my Etsy shop. If you buy a glue holder from me, I do, if it's for the small bottles like this. I know that some people have the large ones of these, but I don't include it with the large holders. I only include it with the small holders. If it's a combo one, then they will have, like mine on the desk, if it's a 2 small combo one, it will have 2 caps with it. If it's a small one single like this, it will have 1 cap with it. And then the large ones, I don't include one with it. Because not everybody uses the big, huge icing bottles for those. They usually just keep their big glue in the actual bottle like this, so it comes in, because then it fits in there perfectly. Because they usually have caps with them. So that's why I don't include those in there. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is my steampunk. I enjoy steampunk a lot, so it was fun creating those. I actually have 3 other designs planned for like handles. I haven't planned any other cups because I kind of like that one and I'm okay with that. But I have other steampunk handles planned, and maybe I'll just do the cups with those and, you know, all that other stuff. No, not yet. My husband's out of town and they're not finished. I don't think I have the only ones I would have a complete set are maybe this one, but they'll be available like Thursday or Friday whenever he gets back and can get back to work. You know what I mean? That's probably because I just added 12 of them yesterday and they're probably all gone. I have to add them daily, and I have, let me see, what are the ones? I have combo one from the two machines I see in here. One of them is doing glue holders and one of them is working on the mega bundles. And then the other 6 machines in the other room are probably working on glue holders. My husband just gave me these this morning, so I haven't even posted them yet. And then we have a combo with the large and the small together. And I told people also, if you get, even if you have one glue bottle, I'm telling you, I would get the combo one, like a large and a small. And this is why. Because you can always use it for something else. You don't have to use it for glue. Also, the small bottles fit in the big ones too. Big ones just don't fit in the small ones. So, not very well anyway. You could do that if you wanted to. But you can also do that and use it for other things. Because that's what I usually do if I don't have something over here in one of mine and I have one of these glues out. I put it in there. Like that. Yes, I know. Oh, these are glue holders right here that I've made. I have double small ones, a large small combo one, and then I have a single large and single small. Some people like to buy the single ones because they want them in multiple colors. So that kind of happens. I also make these, which are wax stamp handles, but they have attachments to them. Here, let me just get mine over here because I have them all over here. Let me move this out of the way. And the attachments will include like a large ink dauber on it, and you can unscrew them, and you can add the other attachments on there like this, and this is a holder for it. And then I have a bead picker upper attachment. This actually picks up little beads with it. And they unscrew. Everything unscrews from all these. And then you can, like I said, they fit all the standard wax stamps. Even if it's a large wax stamp like this one, as long as the screw hole is the same, it will fit those. And then, what is the other one I have? Oh, and then I have the round one right here that has the round ink thingies. Let me get one. I have one over here. Like, this one's a dome one, but this one also comes off. And then I have the finger dauber one with the screw-on attachment here, and it uses the finger dauber ones like that. So you could screw it on, because this is not comfortable at all. And the reason why my husband made, let me see, I have him up here. He made this one first, right? And the reason why he made this is because he was helping me distress ink some papers, and his fingers don't fit in these. His hands are enormous. They don't fit in these. And he's like, how am I supposed to use this? It won't even fit on my pinky. So he went to his 3D printer, and he made this, and then he started distressing it himself. So that's how that started. So he made them for me like this. This is and I have these little ones still in my Etsy shop. And then he made me this little glittery gold one long time ago. And then he started doing different shapes. And then I told him, hey, why don't you make a wax stamp seal, which I've made wax stamp seals before. And I used to sell wax stamp seals out of wood, clay, resin back in, I don't know, 2015, 2016. Under my other business name, 3 Girls Stole My Heart, before I had 4 girls. And I said, can you make it to where you could screw these on like this? And so you only have to have one handle and you have all the attachments. And so that's what he did. So he took and then we have we have a stamper for acrylic cling stamps. This is the tiny one. So it stamps easier instead of using those acrylic blocks. And then we have the larger stamper like this. Let me see if I can get this one on. For larger stamps, so you can see where you're stamping. So you don't have to grab it like this and everything. So, and what I do is when I have them, there are some available in there now. In this, I think in magenta, like this. And I think I have the silk blue color like this, but it's in a mermaid tail. And I sell the attachments with them. These are usually separate because not everybody uses cling stamps, so I don't usually put those together with it. So that's what they are. They're called Hubby's Love Handles. That's what I named them. And everything. Oh yeah, I know. I used it too the other night. I don't remember what I used it for, but I used it too. I think I used it to stamp one of my order papers. So, yes. And a skull cup. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, I have 8 handles and cup designs already for Halloween and Christmas. So, hey Sherry. And so, and that's what we do. And the newest attachment that I'm working on, or I'm trying to find a good solution for a blade cover, is the X-Acto knife attachment. My husband just printed this out really quick last night, but I told him what I wanted fixed on it. So that way, and the way that this works is you take this off, remove the blade, and this actually unscrews from the handle also, or you can break it like I did. Hold on, let me get it off of here. But they unscrew from the handle just like the other ones. I knew this was going to break too. That's what I told him. That's why we're in the prototype stage of this one, because I want it better. That's why I haven't released it yet. But they go in here like this, and then you put little cover thingy on, and you just screw it together. Hang on a second. Echo. Stop. It's doing something weird. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear my Alexa thing? And then they screw onto the handle. So I'm trying to find the blade covers because I wanted a little rubber piece to go on here because I feel like this is going to break and I don't want it to break. You know, but I also don't want you guys to puncture your glue bottle like I did the other day when it was sitting on my desk. See what I mean? So I want to make sure that it has a cover and everything. So I've been doing some research and trying to figure out what I want to do. I almost was going to make one out of rubber or silicone. See if I could get it good and everything. But that's going to be the next attachment. And I also have like 6 other attachments that I'll be working on later on when I get to it. I will say one of them is going to be a screwdriver attachment. I got to work out the kinks in that one. Because I use a little screwdriver, especially for the metal stuff in books. And I want to have a... I also have bundles that I'm going to be putting on there. I have some purple. I think I have some more magenta. And yeah, I have some in the nautical mood. The seashells in the nautical mood I know are on there. But yeah, they're under Hubby's Love Handles tools. I have to keep up with the demand of people. And I'm always designing new handles and stuff like that. And I just added the plates. Everybody was asking me for these plates right here. And I was never really initially going to sell the plates because I don't know. I just didn't want to. Because we already had so much stuff. But I sell the plates now with an indent and without the indent. And I don't know if there's any more in there at the moment. We also sell double daubers that I designed. But we have, see how dirty my plate is? It's old. We have plates without the little divot in it, but they're made to go with the heart holder, so that way it stays in there and it doesn't move. Like that. So, and I like to play with it like this. We also have these plates that don't have one in there. So, you can put like your holder over here, and you can put these anywhere you want to. So, I have so many people that have multiple handles that they, you know, like to display them on plates, and they've been bugging me for plates. So, that's what that is. And it's just to go with this, you know. I personally like the one without the divot in it, because then you can put the little holder anywhere you want to. That's just my personal preference. But that's what these little plates are. As a matter of fact, yeah. So, and I have one back here that I've been using for months now. And I just told my husband never to, and we do have these in our shop too. And they fit with the rectangle one on there perfectly. I made him do that on purpose. And then we do have flower pots too. Those of you guys who remember, I did a bundle, themed bundle last month that was the flower, and it was a flower pot. Just like this, but in a solid color, because this one was the first prototype. That's a flower pot. And then the handle kind of went in the middle. So it looked like a flower in a flower pot. So, yeah. Yes. And everything. Bottle, are you talking about the glue bottle holder? These, the glue bottle holders? I actually, and that's one reason why the mega bundle was delayed so much, is because everybody had been asking me for glue bottle holders, and we've been adding like, I think like 10 every single day, and they always sell out. So that's why we've been printing so many of them. So I was like, I told my husband, when they die down a little bit, then we can get into printing stuff. Well, they haven't yet, so I said, screw it, we're printing stuff. Because I'm getting antsy and I want to see my next mega bundle here. So that's why we're printing stuff now. Other stuff. You know. Yes, they are. My husband, somebody asked me before what brand of printer we use. I have no idea, because he built the printers from the ground up. So it's multiple printer parts, I guess. I don't know. He's an engineer. He likes them made the way he wants. I personally would love to have a little tiny one that's in a box here on my desk. So that way I can make my own stuff, because I know how to do 3D printing stuff. But I think the hardest thing is doing the designs and making those. Because you can't just go onto websites like Thingiverse and stuff like that and just go and pick something out and go print it and sell it. All of those are protected and copyright designs. There's somebody in the UK right now that is printing something similar to our things, except they don't have a top dauber thing up here. They have just this all hooked together, and the whole design that they took is from another seller who's on Thingiverse. And I'm like, that's dumb. You're going to get your whole Etsy shop taken down if they find out, if you do that. So that's why I designed mine from the ground up. So, and they're all protected too. Copyright protected designs. And patent now. So, I don't usually do custom handles, no. We don't have the time to actually do custom handles. We're so busy trying to keep up with the demand that we already have. So yeah, so that's how we do ours. And I'm the designer, my husband's the maker. I almost forgot. I have the list. These two glue holders, though, are finished. And my husband just handed them to me and said, here, you know. So I will have glue holders. They're actually going right now. Let me see what I got going on here. I think I have a double small going on right now. That's just like mine on my desk in rose gold. And then I added in like 10 of them last night. So if they're not in there, they sold. I have no idea. I haven't been on Etsy yet today. I was kind of scared to look. So I promise I'll do my best to get her done. And we have extra caps for them also. So, let's see what we got here. People were asking me about discontinued Stamperia stuff. Oh, yeah. They actually used, I want to say it's similar to this color. Is that the one you're talking about? It's kind of like a yellow magenta looking thing. Yeah. We're talking about the UK people who are stealing other people's handle ideas, or handle designs, actually. And they're selling them for their own. And I actually know the person who did those designs. So I may shoot him an email and say, hey, you know somebody's copying your designs and selling them on Etsy? But I usually don't do that. I'm not vindictive like that. And I'm not real worried about anyone else. I have had creators on here tell other creators to, I'm trying to find my pen, make something after they've seen my videos and stuff like that. And I just block them and just move on, because I don't like the two-faced high school bullcrap. You know, I'm drama free and I like to keep it that way. Speaking of drama free, y'all remember Crazy Town? Right? I know who Fiskars. We'll call her Fiskars. Remember Fiskars? Oh, I told my husband last night, I was like, she made another account and is sitting there like calling me a bully and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, chick, do you even know the definition of a bully? I'm not making fake accounts stalking you. You are, and you keep commenting on my stuff, calling me names. Do you know what I mean? Oh, thank you. They're fake, but thank you. These are press-on nails, by the way. I use nail glue, and I get the press-on nails that have that gooey stuff. This is squirrel moment, sorry. And then if you put nail glue on the Impress nails, you know it's spelled like this. Impress Kiss nails. And you put nail glue on and then put them on, they'll stay on for like a week. Nail glue and that. And it's like a rose gold. It's actually kind of a rose gold color. Now, my daughter convinced me to go spend too much money on, because I won't go get my nails done. I just can't do it. I cannot pay like $95 to go get a set of nails on, and then 3 weeks later I got to go get them filled for like $40 or $60. No. Ain't happening. I'm cheap when it comes to that. I am not high maintenance when it comes to any kind of that. And she convinced me to get this brand called Beetles, like Beetlejuice, Beetles. And they have a kit on Amazon. They have like small, medium, large kits. And it's a gel nail like thing. And yes, it's ridiculous. That's why I don't do it. I learned how to do my own nails. I know how to do the dip powder nails. I used to do that, but then it took too long, so I just did this. But she got this Beetles kit, and it does the gel nails where you put it in the UV light. She was explaining the whole process to me, and my eyeballs were glazing over. And I'm like, is this something you want? And she said, yes. And so I bought the kit, or I said, go put it in the Amazon cart and just go get it. So she would be quiet about it. So she did them, and they actually came out really nice. She looks like a creature because she does those pointy ones, and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, Beetles. Yeah, it's a kit. It's called Beetles. It comes with the UV light. It comes with the UV flash thing. I don't know what you thought. The nails, the actual nails were separate. And then it comes with a ton of color. I don't know. And it's like she has claws. And I'm like, wait a minute. And she went to work at 12. She'll, today. She works as a cashier during the summer when she's out of college stuff. And I was like, you're going to go work in them? And she was like, yeah, what's wrong with them? I was like, you look like an animal. Why? I'll do the almond tips sometimes, but not ones where I could hurt somebody. It's just insane. And then if she did those, the ones that are like that, I would lose it. Absolutely lose it. I said, no, them germ things, get them away from me. It's disgusting. I mean, these are good for me because I can actually do stuff. I know, it's ridiculous. Teenagers. She's 17. I mean, I'm like, if you want to walk around like that, go ahead. So, just do whatever you want. But yeah, I told her, it's like, you ain't doing that to me. I was like, I'll let you do them, but they gotta be normal. So, yeah. Hello. So this is the list of Stamperia stuff that has been discontinued. Okay, and some of these are actually pretty important, let me tell you. A lot of this is molds and like rice paper and stuff like that. But the ones I care about are the actual paper. Because that's what I use the most of. So this is, let's see, this is 2022 through 2023. So this is everything they're getting rid of last year and this year. So a lot of the single sheets are gone, but if we look for, like here, the scrapbook and small pad, a lot of the 8x8s are going. So Winter Tales is gone for 8x8. Let's see. A lot of the single sheets are gone. I was looking on here before because of Lady Vagabond. One of them is gone now. And I'm like, that just makes it. Okay, here we go. 8x8. I have no idea how to say this. I'm going to say it's Hortensia. It's that flower one. That's. Y'all tell me how to say that. How do you say that word? That's the one that's gone. It's that one that's like very, I actually have it. It's an 8x8 though. It's not the 12x12. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Hang on, I have it right here. I have the 12x12 right here. I've never even seen the 8x8. So it probably was gone before I was ever a distributor. Would be my guess. Anyway. Now, let's see. I know I have it right here because that was one I made a ton of bucks out of last year. Here it is. This one. It's this one. But it's the 8x8 that had disappeared. No way. Did I really? Okay. They are savage. Do you know that there are stuff that is gone from the Magic Forest, the Vintage Library, Blue Dream, all of these ones that came out this year. Some of them are all, some of the stuff, the extras are already gone for those. Like you can't get the Magic Forest, the book cover mold. You know what I'm talking about, Sherry? I think you have it. The book cover mold for the Magic Forest. That was gone 2 weeks after it released. And I was like, are you kidding? I was like, why do you... my sales lady, she has a lot of patience with me. I was like, why do you guys keep doing this? I was like, why? And she's like, I don't know. They just do. And I said, find out why. Okay? You guys do this to us all the time and it's annoying. I was like, we like this stuff. Stop taking it away. You just dangle it in front of our face and then poof, they're gone. You know? It's annoying. So I sit there and I give her a what for because I hate that. I absolutely hate that. A lot of the ephemera stuff too disappears. Oh, you want to hear one that's gone? Wait till you hear this. Alice in Wonderland cards. The Alice in Wonderland cards collection. Let me see if I have one right here. I know I have them in my Etsy shop because I bought them, a lot of them when they were on sale and got them. Hang on, I think I do. This, not that one, not that one. This is gone. I know that. Sleeping Beauty cards collection. That's why I have it in here, just hiding out. And then they have the Alice in Wonderland. They have Through the Looking Glass is not gone, but the regular one is gone. Like the red, this I know was gone, and that just came out last year. These are gone. I know that. It's the same, that word. And the die cuts, they don't make these anymore. And I was like, what? Why would you do that? And I like went off. I was like, why are you guys getting rid of stuff? Do you hate us? That's what I said. I actually said that to her. But this right here, the Desire one, I think 2 weeks, it was about 3 weeks or a month after this came out, they got rid of this. Because somebody asked me to order it, and I was like, oh, let me see if they have it. And I wrote her, and I was like, I'm not finding it on your website. And they're like, oh, no, we discontinued that. And I'm like, why? And exactly. That's why I don't wait anymore. And when I do order something, especially the cards collection, because the vintage library cards are no longer being manufactured. So they're not making the vintage library cards, and I like them. So the last time I ordered them, I ordered like 37 of them. So that way I didn't have to worry about it. And I was like, that's so messed up. And so I have on here, and the new ones, I don't know if they'll even be on this list because of that. You know, they have a lot of stuff on here. A lot of it is just, most of it's mixed media or rice paper or scrapbooking double sheets. But there's some on here that you're just like, I like the molds too. Some of the molds are gone. The vintage library book molds, the ones that look like the spines, you know, on the side. I used them, hang on. These molds right here, where they're like the little books and they're the spines like this, that's gone too. Right here, those. So I was like, ugh. And some other mold that just had just came out with a new collection too. So I was kind of surprised. I would think that they would want to do that. Now everyone kind of knew that the sweets collection. You know, the sweet treats. Yeah, oh yeah. So is Magic Forest. I mean, I'm just like, what? 8x8 Sweetie scrapbooking pad. That one's been gone. I knew that one was gone. There is a couple of, I don't know. I wish they had the dates on here too when they were going to go. Oh, here's one. Romantic Garden House. Die cuts left. I remember when that one did. But I'm going to go over all these because a lot of people they write me and they say, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? And I'm like, no, gosh, no. They got rid of that last year. Romantic Garden House. Die cuts assorted is gone. Let's see. And then they had You know what? I think this is the one thing too I have been waiting on for them to get back in stock, but they still have it on their website, so that's when I gotta check. Usually, if it's not on their website, it's gone. So that's why I'm always like, this is not right. Oh, here we go. 8x8. This one's a one that I think I still have. 8x8 of the Cosmos scrapbooking pads is going to be leaving. I still have some of that in there. 8x8. Most of them I think are 8x8s. They did get rid of this one. I remember that. 12x12 Imagine. Not the Mega Pad. It's the 10 sheets. Not the 22 sheets. They made it into the 22 sheets instead. So you can get the 22 sheets, which I do still have plenty of those. That was one of my favorite ones. Oh, here we go. 12x12 scrapbooking pad, letters and flowers. I just ordered like 20 of those. So that one is going to be going. So when it's gone, it's gone. Let's see. 8x8 Sir Vagabond in Japan. Scrapbooking pad is gone. I think I still have some of those too in stock. So, there was something else. Let me see. I'm marking them on here so I can go back and just double check. I'm glad I looked. 6x6 Christmas patchwork. That's been gone since like Christmas time. And they're not bringing those. The Christmas patchwork is gone forever. They have Sweetie here again for 8x8 scrapbooking pad. And then they have, if you guys are answering questions, hold on, I'll look up in a second. Lots of them are the double sheets. I know that. Okay, here's another 12x12 romantic journal. I actually have that right here, and I'll show you what it looks like. I didn't even know it even existed until I worked for Stamperia. I was like, I ain't never even heard of that one. But I do have it, and I did pull some for me already for my shop. And they do still have it left available to buy, but it's probably buy it now, and that's going to be it. So I'm going to make sure that, hang on, where did I put that? I'm going to make sure that I have these available for everybody. So if you want them, whatever I have in my Etsy shop will be it for these. I'll also post this on YouTube. So if you want to go back, watch it, just remember at the end here is where these were at. Alright, let me find it. I have too many papers over here. It is... I think it's here in the beginning. Usually what I do is I pull paper... here it is. Pull them so that way I can... Here it is. This one right here, Romantic Journal. And this one will be... This one's discontinuing also. And I do have this in my Etsy shop, and it is still available for me to order. And it probably will be until it sells out, is my guess. Which makes sense. Getting rid of stock. A lot of the Romantic Collection ones, those are the ones that they are getting rid of. I know that. I'm not really sure why. So, Romantic Journal. And then we have... It's easy to find the scrapbooking pad ones because they're the longest name ones. Okay, we have Romantic Sea Dream one, and we already knew about Sir Vagabond Japan 8x8 are gone. I may have Romantic Sea Dream still in stock. I don't know. Honestly, I have to look. I don't know what this one is, but I'll look it up because it's blank. And Then we have, let's see, there's like 35 pages here. And I'm not doing too bad. I've gone almost all the way through it. Soft mold, feather, flowers. I don't like it when they get rid of the soft molds. There is one they got rid of, and now everybody's looking for it because of that. Die cuts. Those are the chipboard ones. Forest is going. Little Boy's already gone. I know that. And then Christmas Rose, that was last year. Classic Christmas die cuts was discontinued right after Christmas. I'll have to figure out what that one is. I can usually tell by the first few letters what it is, but some of them I have to look up. All of these are scrapbooking sheets. Yep, scrapbooking sheets. And we have, okay, cards collection. They did have Klimt and Romantic Christmas, but those have already gone. Oh, the House of Roses. You guys know the pop-up kits that they have? They had a House of Roses one. I knew I should have got that one before. And I was like, oh, I'll just get it later. These little pop-up kits like this. They're 3D pop-up kits. Well, the House of Roses one, the tunnel one is gone. Oh, you're welcome. I hate, like, people, I don't want to be in the dark either, so I'm kind of doing this for my own self, too. So I know, you know. They had die cuts for Alchemy that went. Sweet Winter collection is gone. I knew that. 6x6. And the cards collection for Sweet Winter, that was a while ago. Romantic Cozy Winter. I think I said that earlier about the Christmas ones. They were already gone. And I also have this downloaded, so if you guys want to know which ones are actually gone, just let me know. I'll send it to you. I don't care. There's nothing on here that's like proprietary information or anything. Sir Vagabond die cuts are gone. Threads. You guys remember the thread die cuts? For threads, that sewing one, that one's gone. Okay, Small Pad of the Voyages Fantastiques was gone. I remember that one. Stencils. Freezies. I don't have any idea what that is. They used to have a die cuts for the Atelier des Arts. They don't have that anymore. Clock hands. That's good to know. I have clock hands actually in my Etsy shop too. Alphabet soft mold. I actually think I may have this right now because I just got some alphabet. I think I do actually. The soft mold alphabet is in my Etsy shop, and I think there's only like maybe 1 or 2 available, and it's got a bunch of, it looks like little letter blocks, like ABC blocks for little kids. That one is discontinued, so we can't get that anymore. I got that for myself, really, because I knew I could use those letter blocks for something. So I was definitely wanting to get those. Sweet Winter 8x8. I actually like the Sweet Winter collection. I may actually still have one of those right here. If I do, it's leftover from last year. But, no, that's Pink Christmas. And Pink Christmas is coming back. I had somebody asking me that earlier. Yes, that is coming back. I have already made my Christmas order. That will be delivered here in July. It was pre-orders for people for Christmas stuff. It sounds crazy, but trust me, it's not. It's right around the corner. I don't know if I still have Sweet Winter. I may have used the rest of it when I made my shelf up there. Alright, let's see what else we got here. I think the Sparkles Sparkling Silver. The Glamour Sparkles that are in my Etsy shop. I have these right now in my Etsy shop, and those are going. Classic Christmas 6x6. I still have one of them that I ordered by mistake. And I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this little itty bitty thing? I feel like I'm going to break it. The 6x6 pads. I don't usually use itty bitty pads. So, yeah, that, I definitely knew about that one. And then, there was a lot on that. Now, the crystal color, I know that if it has these little double asterisk marks right here, this is not stuff we can even get shipped to the U.S. anyway, because of freight regulations. Ephemera Sweet Winter. Hold on. I think I may actually still have that. I do. That's how long it's been in there. That's so bad. It's been in there since Christmas time. Sweet Winter. I have to find something to do with that, I guess. I knew I still had something in there from Sweet Winter. That's funny. Romantic Home for the Holidays die cut. That actually may come back because Romantic Home for the Holidays, I think, is still coming back this Christmas time. I remember when they got rid of the collectibles, Cosmos Infinity. Let's see. Azuelos mold. I remember that. I actually think I still may have one of those. Create Happiness Cats and Accessories Ephemera Pack. I'd like to see what that one looked like. That's before my time. Alright, so, you know the classic Christmas. See, right there it is. Ephemera Desire Pack. I remember when that one went. And yeah, this is actually good for me to know too, because if they still have it in their shop and they're just, you know, wait until they go out and sell out of it, then I will make sure that I will buy them. Here's one that is a recent one. Die Cut Bajas. That one Bajas. I don't think there is one releasing in July. I knew about the June and the May releases back in March and April. But as of right now, I don't think there is any one releasing in July. I haven't heard of one yet. I can find out, though. I'll find out. The die cuts for that for Cynthia one, that's this right here. It's the one that has that chick in there. You see her right there. That is discontinued. Oh, okay. These are important ones right here. Die Cut Cosmos Infinity. I just stocked those in my Etsy shop. They are discontinued. Here they are. Die Cut Cosmos Infinity. I actually just used this on the Cosmos journal. I have a lot of these because I haven't had a chance to use them yet. 6x6 of Cosmos Infinity paper pad. Ephemera for Cosmos Infinity. There's a lot on here. Hold on. Bajas die cuts. I said that. Pink Dream. Let me show you what that one looks like. I don't think I have any of those. This. That was the Pink Dream one. It goes with the Dream paper. This one's been discontinued for quite a bit. Here, let me show you. Right here. It goes with this. Those two go together. Am I still good? Okay, good. My tablet. So, not the paper. The paper's still good. I don't understand either why they get rid of the popular ones but they don't get rid of the unpopular papers. Like these right here, I'm like, this has been around forever. And I'm like, bring Princess back. It's pretty paper, don't get me wrong, but there's so many paper pads and stuff. I don't know. They explained it to me one time why they do that, because I'm nosy. And I said, why? You know, I was like, stop getting rid of stuff. We like it. We are consumer. We are the consuming nation right here. And a lot of these we don't get to see, you know, unless somebody brings it to us. Here's a few. And I don't know why, honestly. I wish they would quit. They're breaking my heart. 6x6 Alice in Wonderland paper pads. 6x6 Rose Perfume paper pads. I knew there was a lot of those. Sir Vagabond Japan die cuts. I may actually still have those. I never had the journal ones in there, but they have been discontinued. But I think this is good, because then if you come across the paper pad, you know, that you've had sitting around, or you just now get it or whatever, and you want stuff to go with it, then you know. And then, let's see. I remember that. That's a Casa Granada coffee stencil. Sealand soft mold. Soft mold mechanisms. I think I know what that is. I may have that. I don't know. Decorative chips. Okay, now here it says the around the world wooden shapes. Okay, hang on a second, because I just got the around the world wooden shapes. Let me check the number on here. This is the around the world wooden shapes, and as far as I knew, this is brand new. So exactly, that's what I'm saying. Buy what's not selling. But that's the thing, though, is they do sell. You know, okay, so this one is KLSP 140. Okay, so they must have redid this around the world one, because it says the wooden A5 shapes around the world was discontinuing, but that's not the correct UPC number. It's a different one, so they may have redid it. That's the other thing, too, is like Alice in Wonderland, they reamped it, so that could also be. But 9 times out of 10, they just get rid of it. So it's very disheartening. There was one that I've seen. Hold on. I missed the Lady Vagabond one. And I know the Lady Vagabond, one of the Lady Vagabond papers has discontinued. And I didn't see it on here, but there could also be an updated list. Let me see. It's going to be one that sticks out really far like that, because it's not available on here. But if you want to know what the actual, I'll write them today, and I'll ask them, what are the 12 by 12 paper pads that are being discontinued or have been discontinued? Oh, here we go. Nope, that's 12 by 12 Imagine. Only the small pad, not the thing, not the 22 pad, because they made that one into a 22 pad. A lot of this is something called the gray boards, which is kind of like chipboard, but those have been gone for a while. But Romantic Garden House, maybe Garden Promises, I think I saw that. And I know the journal, Romantic Journal, was going away. Oh, here we go. I see Lady Vagabond all through here. lots of Lady Vagabond stencils and molds are gone. But the only Lady Vagabond that is left is, I don't think it's Lifestyles. I think it's the other one. It's one where the chick kind of has a corset thing on, which I think I may have right here. Let me look real quick. And if I don't, I know I have a ton of them in my Etsy shop. The one that, I know this one, this Lady Vagabond right here is gone. The backgrounds. You can't get this one anymore. But I'm going to get a definitive list on the 12x12 pads because I know some of these are gone that have not been, that aren't on here, which is bizarre. I just got this list. But yeah, I don't know why they get rid of, crap, I just dropped something. I'm about to drop something else. They get rid of so much because it makes me paranoid. It makes me want to like hold on to all of them and not let them go because I'm scared they're going to be gone. You know, and I want to make something out of them. Let's see. I know the one Lady Vagabond that is still available is a different one. And the thing is, too, is every single time they get rid of one, it could be, and I'll like end up selling out of it, but it didn't really like sell too much because it wasn't very popular. Then everybody asked me for it. And I'm like, no, that's been discontinued. You know, so that one, the background is gone. And I think the Lady Vagabond that goes with this is gone. There was two of them. Lady Vagabond and Lady Vagabond Lifestyles. And, which is kind of confusing. Both kind of look alike to me. But they, we knew about this one. The Princess 12x12. I did miss one. The Princess is that Marie Antoinette looking paper. That one is also gone, which I knew about that. However, I do have 6 of the single sheets. I could still, some of this stuff I could still get single sheets on. And so I got the single sheets, but it's only 6 out of the 10 on there. And I grouped them together in my Etsy shop so you could buy them for like a bundle. I mostly did that because I wanted to make the princess paper and like a book out of it. And I needed more sheets. And then I found those and I was like, woohoo! That's amazing. Calligraphy is also gone. The calligraphy paper pad. I know it's not on here, but I know it's not available. So let me, I'm going to write that down. Calligraphy. Because I went to go order some more of that. Because I was out. And I don't think it's in there anymore. Which I like that one too. I thought that was a neat one. I do have some calligraphy stamps and molds though that still go with that. Still left. And then I'm looking here because I missed a few of them. And so that is good to know about that. Calligraphy is one. And then I have, yeah, I missed a couple on these ones. Here's Lady Vagabond. Sweet Runner Village. Star Vagabond Aviator Lady. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a sheet. The chipboard Orchids and Cats. That's those big long chipboards that are colored. Is gone. And then let's see. I Die Cut, Sweet Winter. Yeah, that one went after Christmas. And then the, lots of the sheets are gone, which stinks. Passion Quotes, which is the Passion one. It's like the ballerina one. Passion Quotes chipboard. But I know there's lots of them on here that I know that I've tried to order that are gone. Pink Christmas die cuts. Those are coming back though. They will be a new one. I know that. I know because I just ordered some for Christmas. So those will be back. That could also be. I hope that they bring them back. Because if they don't. Oh. This one's fun. Hang on. I think I have this one here. The rub-ons, it says rub-ons create happiness, butterflies, and leaves. Hang on, I got kind of the rub-ons here. I'm wanting to say it's this one. Nope, that one doesn't match. DFLRB03. Okay, it's not that one. Let's hope it's not one. It can't be this one. No. It's 11. It's 19. Some of these also, like I said, they will also go away. And so I always try to save all the ones. I'm thinking the butterfly and leaves was this one right here. But it does not have the right number. I'll have to check on this one, but I think this is the one they're talking about. Because it's butterflies and leaves create happiness. Let me write this down. And I'll ask them and make sure that this is the right one. But I'm pretty sure it's this one. So, this one is the one that's gone. Hello! I've been on here for a while. I have no idea how long I've been on here. We're looking at the new collections, and we were looking at hubby's love handle stuff. And now I'm letting everybody know what the discontinued Stamperia stuff is. Rubber. Oh my, no. No. I have to show you guys. This is crazy. I just got this today. Where'd that go? The rubber, if you guys know, I have the rubber stamps in here, and this is the one. I just got this in today. Where is it? Where'd it go? Passion, rubber stamp, Passion Music. I think it's going to be this one. There was another one. Where'd it go? This, I just got in today. These are rubber stamps. This is being discontinued. I'm glad I got it when I did then. Oh, Lady Vagabond Keys and Locks. I had that in my Etsy shop. Lavender. The soft mold lavender. It looks like a bunch of flowers. It goes with the Provence collection. That has also been discontinued. There's lots of rice papers that happen. And lots of 8x8s. And then we have, so this one, I haven't added this into my Etsy shop yet. But this one's discontinued. So, well, that's good to know. And then we have, let's see, I'm just double checking this. The soft mold feathers, I still have some of those in my Etsy shop. It has a bunch of feathers on it. That's being discontinued. Rice paper pack for all of these. Yeah. Oh, a magnet. That's interesting. I didn't even know they had magnets. Aqua Spray Pink. these three aqua sprays go with the Sunflower Art Collection. So if you do like journaling or anything like that, you could use these for all kinds of things. I totally forgot to, they were in the box over here. Yep, the tunnel pop-up for House of Roses, I said that. The small pigment pad. So yeah, these are a lot of these rubber stamps that are in here. I do still have a few maybe left in my Etsy shop because I remember I've used them before. Pack of 6 corner fasteners. They haven't had that in a while. So yeah, it's kind of I'm depressed now. Oh my gosh. This makes me really, really sad. I hate it when they get rid of stuff. Oh, here's another one. Wait a minute. Rub On Create Happiness Journal. Okay, so these are the Create Happiness ones. Let me see what we got here. That's Rose Perfume, Desire. Here are the Create Happiness ones. Let's see. That way I know, I'll make sure that we have, where'd that go? I have plenty. Okay. It's none of these, so I'll check and I'll see what this one is also. Because it may be one of these. These are the only Create Happiness ones they have in there. I knew this was going to take a minute or two, but this is great information. I definitely know that the Lady Vagabond, there was quite a few of the Romantic Collection papers that were going to be gone. Some of the rubber stamps for the Cosmos that I have in my store are gone also. Mixed media, okay. But I will get a definite list for the actual paper pads. There are like 8 12 by 12 paper pads that are supposed to be gone. And I'm not seeing them on here, but they may have updated the list since I had this list. Oh, here we go. I missed one right here. Romantic Collection 12 by 12 Romantic Horses. That one is gone. I said the 6 by 6 Cosmos pad. Bajas die cuts. Lady Vagabond luggage, rice paper. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. And so I knew there were a few in here. So the horses for sure. This background and another Lady Vagabond pad is gone. The Romantic Journal. And a lot of the 8 by 8 papers. And what I'll do is and calligraphy is no longer available. So what I will do is whatever I have, I may put them in their own little special folder and say these are going to be discontinued items. So whatever we have is what we have. Did I get your package? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? Yes, I agree. What? Stupid fly. Get away. Well, they usually do come out with new collections, but they need to get rid of the really, really old ones, in my opinion. You know, like a lot of the steampunk ones, sorry, there's like a little gnat or fly or something flying around here. It's driving me crazy. A lot of the steampunk ones, they always seem to get rid of those first. Okay, who are you asking about a package? Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta go back. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hold on. Did you send me a package? Did you? Oh, were you the one who was sending me the paper or something like that? Celtic paper. I have to go check my PO box. I don't get notifications of it because that's a business one, and for some reason, I'll go check my PO box. I had to go drop my husband off today, and I'll go and check it. I usually check it once a week. I usually check it on Tuesday, but I'll go check it today. I'll go take little Love Bug with me. She's gonna be up my butt all week. That's okay. Yeah, I'll go check. I'll go check and see. I know. I agree. I think they need to put way more out. So, yeah, that's that. So what I'm going to do is I will go, and today was a holiday, so I didn't have any packages go out today, but I have about 38 packages behind me already packed, and I'm sure I have more by now. So I will pack all those up, and they will be going out tomorrow. Steampunk Mega Bundles will be out probably Thursday or Friday. I have to wait for my husband to get back home to, you know, get busy and everything. Yeah, we had a package delivered today, but I think it was from Amazon. Oh, hang on a minute. My husband, are you guys there? Hang on one second. Okay. All right, can you guys hear me okay? My my phone, my husband was calling me, and my phone was ringing, and then it disconnected from my headphones and hooked it up to my iPad, and I was getting like a back echo. Not you. Stop it.
Sorry. I thought I heard my name.
You did, but I wasn't talking to you. Me and that. We have a love-hate relationship. Big time. Oh, it's awful. She nosy. So, yeah, Mega Bundles will be... These are the 4 main colors I'm doing for the Steampunk Mega Bundles. Copper, bronze, gold, and gunmetal. And then I'll have some in other colors because my husband printed other colors to do that. So, yeah. For those. And those will be on Thursday or Friday, whenever he gets done with them. I'm working on I'm managing his work right now. I'm printing everything out. I will be adding more glue holders. If the 12 I added last night are not there, then I'm sure I have some more done somewhere. So, this was fun. I hope you guys like the new collection. It's around the world, added new stuff to it, and the sunflower art, and all these lovely fabrics and everything. And I'm excited about it. I have lots planned. I will probably do a live, and I'm going to be doing a new book out of the sunflower collection. And I will It's going to be a little bit of a different design than what I've done before. And in the meantime, I'm going to be working on the Welcome Home book because I have about 20 inserts that I have been waiting to do for this book for months. You guys who were on my live like a few months ago, and I did all the little inserts, the armoire, the china cabinet, or the, what was it, the bathtub, and the everything like that. I still have them, and I saved them, and it was for this book. And I'm finally getting to everything, and I'm super happy. I just did the washer and dryer again and redid stuff to that. And then I'm going to have a few more. So I'm going to have lots more digitals added to my Etsy shop as I do these inserts. Mostly so I don't have to go back and redo it and everything. So, yeah. I know I'm going to be working on filling pre-orders. I just got it today. I always give myself a week or two for pre-orders because you never know what can happen at customs. Last time it was held for 10 days because they felt like it. And so this time it was shipped on Wednesday or Thursday, and it got here today, all the way from Hungary. So sometimes they're quick and sometimes they're not. Just depends. So I always give myself a little bit of grace period just so I don't get, so nothing will be late. But yes, I'm uber excited. I cannot wait to use a new silicone mold and all these lovelies here and everything else. I had this all piled up on my desk everywhere. And I got to go clean up my mess in my daughter's room before she has a complete conniption fit. Because she's kind of a neat freak, and that's where all my Stamperia stuff is. Oh, I'm glad. I'm actually doing another lined paper download, and it's going to be for smaller books. So, yeah, I have those. I'm working on so much stuff right now. I don't even know how I do it. Yep, everything is on my website. Now, the sunflower art is in its own little category, and then, like, you know, section, and then the around the world is in its own little section. I always put those in their own little section, and then when a new one comes out, I end up putting it in that section. So, but yes, they are. Here's the other one. And, but I had the paper. I opened up the paper pad and everything. So, yeah, it's really, really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. So, I'm excited about it. I can't wait to play. Which is probably what I'll be doing after Rubik's goes to bed. So, yes. But all of this is all on my site. All the sprays, everything. The paints, whatever I do with those. I think I just put it. Oh, here we go. There's all the stencils. I have stencils everywhere. Oh my goodness, I do have stencils everywhere. All the stencils are. And if you already have an order for these, if you want to add to it, just write me a note and let me know that you have them. I know you have multiple orders, or somebody else did, because I was organizing them last night because I knew my delivery was coming today. And so I stapled all of everybody's orders together. I'm usually the one who combines everybody's orders. If I have one of my teenagers do it, they just fill it because they're trying to get it done and over with. So I always tell people, send me a message because you never know. They're teenagers. They're just, that's how they are. They don't look, you know. But, yep, I'm excited about the paints and stuff. So, I have all kinds of goodies here. Rice paper. Hubby's loves stuff. And I shoved everything else somewhere. I had an 8x8 pad. I also have loose sheets in case anybody wants doubles. That's, you know, like extra sheets of what was available with these loose sheets. Here's all the molds. I just reorganized my mold. If you guys saw my molds right now, I think you guys would die. I have probably like 50 molds up here up on a shelf. I don't even know if I can even get them down. And lots of stencils because sometimes Stamperia sends me stuff and says, hey, make this. Make something out of it. Send it to us. And I do, but they send me stuff. And then I'll end up getting other stuff for my shop. And most of the time it's stuff that I don't have yet. And I'm kind of a collector of craft things. So it's kind of an obsession now. I think it's an illness now. I don't know. My husband would say that, but not me. So, yeah. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to jump off of here. Thank you guys so much for unboxing this lovely collection with me. I can't wait to play with it. And I'll let you guys know up in my bio when the next live event is. It will probably be... I'll find out when my daughter's off. And I'll probably do an early live so I could put little Rubik's to bed if it's going to be earlier, like Wednesday or even Thursday. And I'll have it up in my bio. And I will get a good list for the discontinued, especially the discontinued 12x12 pads, because I know that's what everybody really cares about. And even the 8x8 ones for everybody. I'm going to go write them an email right now, and I'll be like, can I please have just a list of 12x12 pads that have been discontinued this year? So I know. Okay. Oh, good. Is it juicy gossip? Is it what we were talking about before? Oh, barf. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say it on here for all you lovely people. If you guys see other creators sitting here telling you how to make a book or how it should or should not be, and you won't sell books a certain way or anything like that, man, just ignore them, unfollow. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life, okay? Especially if your book looks like an alligator mouth, don't freaking sweat it, okay? Because who gives a flip? If your books sell, your books sell. I think Aisha Khan has proved to everybody that even if your book looks like an alligator book, it's going to sell. Because sometimes hers have sold for thousands of dollars, okay? So don't listen to anybody like that, all right? And another thing is those people saying that if your book looks like an alligator book when you go to sell it, don't realize that your book is stuffed with ephemera, and when you take the ephemera out, it looks like a normal book again. Seriously, ignore the crap out of them. I'm so sick of these kind of people coming into the journaling community and sitting here saying, this is how it should be. This right here is a box shape, and my life is not defined by this, and neither is my art, and neither should anybody else's. If you want to be relevant in this community and you want to grow as a follower, here's what you do. You find a niche, okay? You find a niche, and if people like it, you run with it and stick with it. You don't want to be like everybody else, because I will tell you from experience, when I'm on TikTok, if I see people doing the same stuff over and over again, you know, yeah, it's kind of just keep scrolling. There's nothing that captures your attention, okay? And even if they are doing the same stuff, but they're posting it uniquely, I'll stop and watch it. You know, I try to always go on the people things, and I always try to comment, be positive, repost their stuff, and all of that. You know, and you have no idea how many times people have told me I've been kicked out of journaling groups because I don't fit the mold because of my books. Even though my books sell and they're functional, and, you know, I think they're nice and they're pretty and they're unique, they don't like the fact that I don't follow these certain set of guidelines and rules with them. And that is like, when it comes to art, this is an art. This is a form of art. And art is open for interpretation. And if you don't like it, then scroll. Scroll, don't troll. That's what I always say. And then don't sit there and make a video telling everybody what they're doing wrong. I will also say, if you have trouble selling your books, okay, it doesn't have nothing to do with your books. It has to do with how many followers you have, how many people see your stuff, okay? I grew first, then decided to open up an Etsy shop. And then I added stuff in there little by little. And then I started evolving as an artist. And instead of just making a book, since I know how to do other areas of art, I said, I'm going to take mixed media and I'm going to throw it into my book. Because that's my thing. So I took other areas of what I know how to do. I can sew, I know how to do clay, I know how to paint, I know how to draw. And I decided to combine them into one area. And there's nothing wrong with that. And anyone who makes you feel bad about doing it, run. Just run away from them. Because the whole negativity. I've had people tell me how much they love my hubby's love handles. And then when they go on their live, they tell me they're cheap, overpriced, and whatever else. And you know why they say that? Because I wouldn't give them the file so they can make their own. That's why they said that. And they're just mad because they can't figure out how to do it. Or they're not allowed to do it because they're patent. But did that stop me? No. I just block them, move on, and be done with it. But all these other people who sit there and, say that kind of stuff, that's stupid. That's just sitting there that's keeping people in a box, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not defined by rules when it comes to art. No true artist actually is. Because if they were, they would be just like everyone else, and they would never stand out. They would never be unique. They never sell anything. If they want to sell stuff. A lot of the time, I never went out of my way to go and sell any of my books. I had offers, and my daughter actually is the one that's like, you need to open up an Etsy shop. And I really didn't want to. I just wanted to create, because I put like all my heart and soul into everything that I do. So, because that's what passion is. And some people may need rules of how to do stuff. That's fine, that's them. But not everybody does. Some people could sit down and create something. Some people can't. That's just life. That's just how God made us all. Some of us are weird. Some of us are eccentric. And it shows in our stuff. That's just... And honestly, this helps me mentally and physically be able to cope with the everyday stresses of life. And this is where I want to come to TikTok and I want to laugh. I want to see creative stuff. I want to be encouraging to others. If I inspire people, that's fantastic. I've never been called an inspiration in my life, or anything like that. But if it does help you, then it helps you. I have no problem talking to people and helping them out. There's another girl who is making 3D printed towers for wax stamp seals. I've helped her out astronomically. I told her what to do, what not to do. I said, if you want to do this, this is how you do it. Marketing is key, and limiting your product into a square box is never ever going to get you anywhere. And that's definitely what... honestly, I think these people say this to put you back down. They want to look like they are very knowledgeable and they know things and stuff like that. You go and do you. The rest of us will catch up, and it's not overnight. It's not going to be an overnight thing. It took me like a month or something, month or two to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok. And it's not an overnight success thing. Sometimes you have a video that goes viral, and that's great. But usually those people who have a video that may go viral, if you go and check on them in a month, unless they make multiple videos that go viral, they don't have hardly any followers. It's just something that happens. You know, you just keep posting. Post every single day. Come up with an ideas list. Stick to your list. Make short-term goals, make long-term goals. You know, I got where I am in a year because I worked very, very hard to get there. And I kind of took my time and kind of slowly went into it. And I don't like the click, you know, the people clicking together and they bring other people down and stuff like that. And that's not going to get you anywhere on this app. Honestly, it's not. It's toxic. And if they come right out the gate and sit there and try to tell you what you do and what you don't do is wrong, then, like I said, leave them, block them, get away from them. Because if they're doing that now, especially when they don't have hardly any followers, what are they going to do when they have 10,000 followers? Because eventually they may get there, you know, and you have no idea what they're going to do. They're just there to make themselves feel better, as far as I'm concerned. I'm here to help people grow and stuff. If I wasn't, I wouldn't have tutorials on my YouTube channel on how to make my books exactly how I make them. You know, I wouldn't answer questions. I would never go live. I would never do all that stuff. So if you see other creators out there, and that's the other thing, don't you be scared to say anything to them. Don't be scared of them, because you'll have other people on here backing you up. Tag me in a post. I don't care to tell them off. That don't bother me one bit. Because I told somebody off today who was doing this nonsense. And nobody needs that kind of toxic crap around here. People I saw one girl who just went off because she saw another creator sitting, and it was somebody who had lots of followers, sit there and tell people what they do wrong when they're making videos, and like sliding in a book. You're not supposed to slide in a book. I said who? If I want to sit here and go like this and put my book down, I'll do it the way I want to. I mean, that's part of being a creator. If you're sitting there using people's advice like that, you're not a creator anymore. You're a follower. They call them influencers for a reason. And those type of people are bad influencers, as far as I'm concerned. So like I said, if you see them people saying all kinds of stuff, please, for God's sakes, tag me in it, because I would love to have a nice little chat with them. I got 4 daughters. I know what attitude is. And I even got a 2-year-old. Okay? And let me tell you something, that ain't easy. And I don't put up with any of that nonsense. I use the Bold Glam filter all the time because I like it. I don't want to have to go do my makeup, you know, to make a video. Most of the time I will have makeup on, but I only wear makeup on Sundays when I go to church. That's it. And then get my peace and serenity. But my whole thing is if you sit there and you put yourself in these little boxes of rules and stuff like that, you're never going to be happy and you're never going to stick with it. Because that's what happens. Because you're trying to follow this set of guidelines when you're doing this stuff. And eventually, 1 or 2 things are going to happen. You're going to throw them rules out and you're going to finally do your own thing, or you're going to quit. That's what always happens. And that's why I've never ever set, you know, in this generation too, where nobody wants to be, you know, what do you call it, titled or anything like that, or labeled. Nobody wants to be labeled, but they want to label what our art is supposed to look like. Coaching group. What kind of coaching group? Well, I could pretty much motivate anybody in anything. I have seen it. I have done it. I mean, there are plenty of people that told me, like, okay, here's another good example for you. Okay? About, let's see, what is it? Where are we in? 2023? In 2014, my husband, here's a great story for you. my husband worked somewhere, and there was a man who worked there with them, and they got to be friends, and they started carpooling together, and of course they yicky yak, you know what I mean, together. To make a long story short, his coworkers said, you know, your wife and my wife should get together and be friends because she just moved here to Tennessee and she's so lonely. Me, I don't like being forced into a friendship. I'll be nice to people. I have no problem with that. But I don't like to be forced into friendship. I like it to happen naturally. But I did. And, oh my gosh. The first time I met her, she was very, very envious woman of other people's things. And she was all like, I ran a successful business. I did this. I have a bachelor's degree in business. It was all me, 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 me. And I'm like, that's wonderful. That's great. So then, like, when I would go out with her and I would come back home, I would tell my husband all this crazy stuff she says, because that's what couples do. We talk about each other, you know, and each other's people. And then he would tell me, well, that's funny. She said she ran a successful business. Well, her husband told me that they never ran a successful business, and they ended up paying oodles and noodles of money. So then that was kind of red flag number one. And then she was always wanting what everyone else had. Not me. I don't care. You know, we lived in a 900 square foot house with 3 children and 1 bathroom. And I knew that eventually we would save up enough money, we'd be able to get a bigger house. And I was like, I'm not going to be jealous of anybody. I'm not going to envy what other people have. Is it nice? Yeah, but I don't want their bills either. So I'm an adult and I know how much that stuff costs. And so we did. And to make a long story short, she also disowned a lot of her family. Okay? And that was red flag number 2. To make a long story short, I was like, you know, I told my husband, I'm like, I don't want to be around this girl. She's so negative all the time. And she makes me appreciate my life better. I would never trade places with her in a heartbeat. I'm so very thankful for my family. It made me appreciate my husband a lot. But I was like, I just can't do it anymore. So I kind of slowly kind of backed away. You know how you do. And you kind of unfriend them on Facebook. You kind of lose their number and you kind of just don't answer texts. That's kind of what I do. Because I avoid confrontation. Because if I don't avoid confrontation, I will go off. You know what I mean? So I sat there and she never wrote me back or anything. And then like a few months later, she wrote me back. I never answered her. And then I was just straight up honest with her. I said, you know, I just think that we should just, you know, go our separate ways and everything like that. And I'm okay with that. And then she went off and decided to tell me all the things that's wrong with me, cussing me out and stuff like this. Went off. And I never answered her back. And she still lived, you know, semi in town and stuff like that. And she called me all kinds of names. She fat shamed me and all this stuff, you know. And she knew I was in the middle of trying to lose weight after my 3rd child, which was very difficult because I have thyroid issues and everything. And she called me every name under the sun. And I could have sat there and I could have completely cussed her out. I could have said something back and I said nothing. Instead, my actions spoke louder than words. And what I did, I worked out 3 to 4 hours a day, 6 days a week, went on a strict diet, and in a year, I lost 168 pounds. And then, it just so happened that I was out in public. I had just left one of my workout classes. By the way, if y'all want a kick butt workout, you go see my friend Jessica Bash James. She's here in Knoxville, and that's where I would go and take my classes. I'm friends with her here. She's got over 1 million followers here on TikTok. She's awesome. She's funny. Her husband is hilarious. Her husband and my husband are almost exactly alike. Like when it comes, not physically, but when it comes to personality. And I took her class, And it just so happened I was leaving her class and in the middle of the day, and it was mine and my husband's 10th anniversary. And that's what I went and did on my anniversary, was I went and worked out. And I said, then we can go out to lunch and go do something. And we went to some kind of festival thing, an art festival, and she was there. And here I am, all 140 pounds of me, who she was making fun of, and she had no room, okay? I would never, ever body shame anybody, but that was plus size gal that didn't have no room to say anything about me, okay? And I walked right by her, and if looks could kill, I would not be sitting here today, because she was mad. And so I just strutted by, and I didn't say a word to her. And I know she's still mad to this day, but that's how you get even with people like that. You don't let people sit there and tell you that's one of those paths where you come to a fork in the road. You can either let it make you or break you. And that's exactly how I feel when it comes to this stuff. I started journaling in 2019 to help with anxiety. The whole world was going chaos. I was pregnant, and I did not want to deal with any of that. So I started doing journal spreads, and I still have my journaling books over there. It's in an alligator shape too, like it's supposed to be, because that's what happens when you use it. And I sat there and started journaling, and because of that, the simple things that everybody takes for granted, I was able to do again. I couldn't hug my children because it felt like red hot pokers on my skin, because I have the sense issues. I get overstimulated and oversensitive. And it does. It feels like sometimes when people are touching me, it feels like they're touching me with red hot pokers. And I don't know why. It's just something, sensory overload, that's what it's called. And now I hug my children every single day. The ones who will let me. Ruby, mostly. And I can hug her and it doesn't feel like that anymore. And that's exactly what helped me. All of this, being able to express myself my way with no rules, is what helped me to be able to get to this point. And having an Etsy shop and selling this stuff is just the bonus and icing on the cake. I never expected to be a Stamperia distributor. It was never really anything I even thought about. It's just something that happened to fall in my lap, and I'm like, well, I use it anyway, and I use it all the time. And if you do stuff like that, and you throw those ridiculous rules and guidelines out the window, make your own rules. It's your world, make your own rules. That's the only advice I can give you. You want to know how you grow on TikTok? You find a niche, you run with it. Do something unique. If you find another creator that you got an idea from, tag them in it. You don't understand how much people appreciate that. I mean, poor Aisha, she tells me all the time, people always sit there and steal my stuff, and they never give me any credit for it, even after they write me a message and ask me information on it. And I said, look, that's going to happen. Go on there, and I tell her, go on there and say, oh, you made my whatever design. I'm so glad it worked out for you. I said, you need to say stuff on there for her. If you don't know who Aisha Khan is, she's all little meek, and she's weird too, like me. Don't let her fool you. She's a weirdo. She tells me all the time she knows weird people, and I'm like her crew because I'm weird too. So, credit people. Always repost other people's content. That's what gets them to see you and to follow you back. Aisha Khan Arts. I actually just made her one of these little sign things right here. Which, Sherry, if you're still here, yeah, my husband said he could do this for you. You just tell him what you want. And if you do like another order, I'll throw it in the box. You don't even have to pay me anything for it. I'll just give it to you. I don't care. Sorry, I'm a little congested. Yeah, she's a weirdo too. Aisha Khan. She sounds all meek and everything like that. Oh no, she's weird. Everybody's weird. You have to be to do stuff like this. you know. She's not, she is on Facebook, but she's not active on Facebook. She's on Instagram, but she's not as active as TikTok. I mean, I wouldn't be either. I'm not as active on Instagram either. I don't even know how many followers I have on Instagram. Trust me, Stamperia hates that I'm out here on TikTok more than I am on Instagram. They want me to grow Instagram. And I was like, Instagram sucks. I was like, y'all need to come to TikTok. It's easier. I told them that. It's like, I was like, why would I sit there and trade that? I like being on here. It's a lot easier. You know? But yes, absolutely. And she doesn't just do journal books and inserts. That's not her first thing. And that's probably why we get along so well, is because she is like me. We've dabbled in bunches of different areas of hobbies and arts and stuff like that before we ended up here. So we talk about stuff like that all the time. And she asked me for help with all kinds of stuff. I asked her for help for all kinds of stuff. That's what we do. That is called a community right there. That's helpful, you know. And I have no problem helping anybody. You know, I may not respond to your message right away, but just know I have 4 kids, 5 including my husband, half including the dog. So, and then I'm trying, you know, to fill you guys' orders and everything like that. I'm creating and drawing and doing all kinds of other stuff. You know what I mean? So, yes, I completely agree. Everybody says it's a great community, but the longer you're in the community, you will see this group here, you'll see this group here, you'll see this group here, and this group here. It happens. It's high school. Just know it is high school. Yeah, I know. I'm the only adult in this household. Let me tell you. Them two, when we went out to dinner on Friday night to go take my husband out to dinner for Father's Day, hold on a minute. I was reading that and I was trying to make a video and say anything, and I didn't even realize the stupid music was on because they all acting like freaking children over there. And the big child, the biggest one, my husband, was one instigating it all. And I'm like, stop it. I'm the only one who acts like a normal person out in public. How can I? Okay, so glue holders. I have 4 versions of glue holders. And I have small single, large single, double small, and large small combo. When they are done, I add them into Etsy. I added 12 of them yesterday evening. I don't know what's in there right now because I've been running all over the place. But when they're done, I go and add them. Let's see what I got going on here. I have a few things that are going to be done here in a few minutes, and then I will start them off. I know it is hard, and a lot of the stuff that I have to do is after everybody is in bed, because I don't go to sleep until probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I get up at 7:30. It's not easy, and I'm always hangry and tired, and I work out an hour and a half to 2 hours a day. But that's life. I don't know what else to do for that. Hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off, but that just ticks me off. With that thing. I think my husband just made some, and I haven't had a chance to add them yet. I told him I needed some pink. You're talking about the pink glue caps? Pink glue caps? Yeah, because I told him that I needed some last night, and I said, you better get them done before you go. And so he said he got them done. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have them. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I got to go over there and put them in the store. I'm a little bit behind. I got excited. Okay, this was my squirrel moment right here. I was like, no, this is first. Store second. Hubby's love handle second. And then when I get off of here, I have to call my husband back. I just realized he called like 30 minutes ago, or an hour ago. So, yeah. Hang on, I'm catching up. But, yeah, so, like I said, if you see creators doing that stuff, just don't even bother with them. Because it's not worth it. If they're telling you how to do your art now, imagine what they're telling you later on down the road. I mean, if you want stuff, if you want like tutorials or something like that on how to do something, then go and find a tutorial on it. Don't sit there and take whatever they say. It's ridiculous. I can't stand that. You know, if I had listened to rules, I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't be selling Stamperia stuff. I wouldn't be sitting here making books or anything. Exactly. Give advice if they want to know. If somebody, you know, when people ask me questions, I try to sit there and respond to them as much as possible. Sometimes I suck at it bad, and I try to, but when I answer questions, I try to answer everybody's questions at the same time. You know, like, here's a video. You want to know how to use rice paper. Here you go. You want to know how to use the aqua sprays. Okay, here you go. Here's how I stencil stuff. You know. Exactly. I don't, that's the one thing that always floors me is I'm looking through the comments and I'm like, why are you guys letting this person tell you guys what to do? And rules and stuff, and you think this is great. This ain't great. This is how wars start. So we're going to be ending up having journaling war 2023, 2024. You know what I mean? Heck no. I'm not enabling bad behavior. Not anymore. I don't put up with that. You know, so that is the best advice that I can give you guys for that. Don't let anybody sit there and tell you what's right and what's wrong. Because I have seen firsthand people do the complete opposite of what that person said the rules are, and they're completely successful because they threw out the rule book a long time ago. And that's how it should be. This is an art form, whether people think that or not. It's art, and anything that you pretty much create with your hands, it can be a work of art. So don't let people tell you how your art is supposed to be or how it's not supposed to be. If I want to make a butt-shaped book, I'm going to make a butt-shaped book. I don't give a flip. Okay? And I guarantee you, somebody will love it and buy it. I'm thinking about it now. I actually just got a visual of it in my head of how I would make a butt-shaped book. But that's my point, though. It's like, if you want to do it, do it. Because somebody will love it. Okay? I always believe that when I make a book, and even if I plan to sell it or not plan to sell it, I know that it's for somebody out there. She's downstairs with her sister. She just got up from her nap. I can hear her running amok. She has been so good here lately, too. This mama took a whole entire day, right? Because everybody in the house, including my husband, could not get that child to go potty on the potty. And I said, look, we're going to sit down and we're going to have a talk, okay? You're a big girl now, okay? You got to go potty on your potty seat. So you know what I did? I took one of those pink porta potties for kids. I put it out in the living room. And I took her little grocery store that's in an L shape. And it's up against the wall and her potty's on the other side. So it looks really weird if people come over to my house and there's a toilet sitting right there for little kids. But you know what she did? I gave her a good pep talk and I said, okay, you're going to be down here with your sisters. I got to go upstairs and I got to go use the potty now because we're talking about it. And you be a good girl. So she had little underoos on. And the next thing I know, she came upstairs and her sister said, you know, she took off her underoos and came running into the kitchen and said, I went potty, and we thought she went potty in those, but she didn't. She took them off and went potty by herself. And I said, see? I was like, I told you guys it would work. It's weird that she goes out in the living room, but it works. I was like, this ain't my first rodeo. All of you guys were different when it came to potty training. You know, I had like a 2-year-old, 15-month-old who potty trained easy, and then I had a 2.5-year-old, and now I got another 2.5-year-old. Whatever works. Again, no rules, just whatever gets the job done, you know. And then my husband told me yesterday she went in the pool, and we don't do the little swimmer diapers or anything like that in there, and she peed on him. So, which I thought was funny. Oh, yeah. I know exactly how it is. So, but anyways, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent with that. But, yes, mega bundles will be available this week. Let's get back from the squirrel moment back onto the road. Thursday or Friday, I'll make an announcement and I'll let everybody know time, date, all that stuff. I know it is funny, isn't it? And it's really funny, too, when she does go when we're out there, and it sounds like a water hose going into a bucket when she's going. And I'm like, don't even get me started on number 2, because she went number 2 the other day, and I said, holy Jesus, you take after your daddy. Look at the size of that thing. And she thought it was hilarious. So, yes, I completely understand. That may be too much detail, but y'all seen the size of my husband. Can you imagine what comes out of him? Ugh. It's disgusting. And I'm so glad to be in a boy-free house for a few days. He gets a little bit dramatic, I think. Absolutely. I know somebody was asking me another question, but I don't remember what it was. I had it back in my memory bank. But anyway, so the sunflower art collection, everything's available. There's no more pre-orders because I have it all. It's gorgeous. Thank you guys for joining me so I could sit here and show everyone it and everything. And I hope that you guys like it as much as I do. When I go live again, I'll put it up in the events when I will. I'll find out today, and I'll probably put it up there today. And we're going to make a new book out of this because it's gorgeous. And I have a great idea for a new book and everything. But I love it, and I can't wait to play around with it a little bit. All right, guys. Okay, I'll check it. If I don't call Hubba Bubba back, then he's gonna freak out. He's gonna think one of my kids are being mean. Oh, thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next live. I'll see you on the flip side. Yes, I'm checking on the Small White Album. Oh, you're so welcome. Bye, everyone. Thank you guys for the likes, gifts, all that good stuff. Hang on. Good Lord, you guys. Oh, my God, I'm going to be so busy. I just saw the Etsy stuff. Okay, now I really got to go. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Hi, Michelle. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.